Hello, everybody. Hope all y'all are doing well. Tonight, we are going to get started on the PS5 version of Sly Cooper 3: Honor Among Thieves. This is our last Sly game we have to play alongside the PS4 version of it. Hey Aiden. This is exciting, because again, I like Sly 3. Some people don't, but I do like this game. I don't think it's as good as 2. 2's still always going to be my favorite. It's always going to be like the one that holds a special place to me because it was the first Sly game I ever really played. But Sly 3 is also pretty good, in my opinion, so definitely excited for this. I do know that this game does not have any collectibles, which is, of course, very different from the other Sly games. So yeah, no collectibles to worry about. Oh, right, this is one of those games that starts off with a, with the prequel mission. Or, not really, no, not prequel mission, it's like starting off the very last part of the game, basically, here. Alright, so before we do anything else, I want to take a look at the trophy list, because I haven't gotten a good look at this list yet. I know that you have to 100% the game. That's a given. 100%ing this game is literally just finish all the levels and finish all the challenges. That's literally it. So, I'm assuming that it's miscellaneous stuff in this game. Okay, yeah, complete all levels and Master Thief challenges in each of the 6 worlds, okay. And then... ooh, so there are a lot... well, there's not a ton of miscellaneous trophies, it looks like. Like, maybe 2 per episode? Yeah, that's what it looks like. That it's just like 1 or 2 miscellaneous trophies per episode. Ancestor's Gauntlet, I know, is like the final level of the game. Then 1 trophy for each of the characters. Obtain all power-ups, which is just buying everything. And the gallery for all episodes should be like fully available once you finish the game and, you know, finish the game to 100%. So I'm not too worried about that. So presumably, we have these 3 trophies or something. So, as Carmelita, destroy 5 hanging signs in turf wars, 3 guards with water traps, and fail to pass a guard with every disguise. But we can't do that just yet. We gotta play the intro mission first.
The gang's assembled and are in position to help you get up to that vault. For the rest of the operation, you are the ball.
Roger, Bentley. I'm starting my approach. Getting over
Now,
this fortress wall.
I will say, I don't know how I feel about
Look, we're running 5
this
by 5
intro
here. Make
in
sure
particular.
everyone's in sync.
I hear that. Artillery, sure you can make that shot?
Because
not to miss.
Excellent.
it spoils a lot of stuff if you just like listen into these voices. You can definitely recognize at least a couple of them.
Showtime, baby.
Yeah, you can definitely at least recognize a few of the things in there.
Alright, it's the crime of the
And it sort of spoils what the ending of the game is going to be, so I don't know how I feel about this particular intro mission. I think they would have been better off doing something like what they did with the other Sly games. It's weird, though, that there's no collectibles here in this game. That's a cobweb, so I guess that's 1 out of 5, even though that's technically not what this job is considered. Yeah, so this one we can just keep playing. I think that's all we can do for now. Alright, so this is going to be a tutorial for us. Learn how to walk along ropes.
Take up position for a Yank 86. Oh,
I've got a visual.
I don't know what a Yank 86 is, but okay. Sure, I'll divert to their expertise on that one. Oh, if I can destroy a bunch of cobwebs here, I wonder if I can pop that trophy early or something.
I'm on it. First is away.
Because I think you play as all the different characters when you get to this final mission in this game. It's a really long mission, if I remember correctly.
Hold on, Val. Over.
66% for Borderlands Game of the Year edition. Nice, you're making progress.
Agent Old Rock, prep for timber. Let her rip, Old
76%
Rock.
for Star Wars Battlefront 1. Ooh, very nice. That is not a particularly easy one to get these days. All the multiplayer, especially if you're going for the 100%. Like the Platinum, I don't know how bad the Platinum would be going for it in the modern day, but I know the 100% would be insane going for that in the modern day. And is this even the correct way to go? I don't think it is. Alright, I guess we're going this way. And I wonder if Carmelita's going to show up in the intro like she usually does.
Ball requesting door via Agent Monarch. Over.
Launching. Stand clear.
Yeah, it's like... stuff like that is very much... you can kind of tell who that is just from basically listening to it.
Confirmation on the door. Nice shooting.
So it's like, this mission does kind of spoil a few things. Are there any more cobwebs anywhere that I can destroy and possibly get a trophy early or something? There's one. I don't know if I can. Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. I just wanted to see if you could. Didn't think so, but wanted to try.
Be advised, Ball is nearing the lab. Agent Deep Six.
Ball is nearing the lab. And just break everything. Now we're getting some money. Of course, we're going to need coins in this game. That's how we purchase everything, and it's required.
Deploy.
Ooh, this could be dangerous.
First is down.
And that voice you might recognize. That one's maybe a little bit less recognizable than the other one.
How's your wife doing, Richards?
Oh,
It's dead, you're boosting, then randoms just ruin it. Oh, gotcha.
And your son, what's his name, Mike?
Mark, sir. He's well too, yeah?
Oh yeah, the random character's talking in there.
Shame you won't be seen in the game.
Hey, Sweet. Hey, Zinky. Hey, Gorin.
Poison your drink at lunch. Sorry, Richards, but I don't tolerate poor performance. You should have changed.
Oh, there are lasers up top, but I guess they're getting shut off at the last possible second, so I guess we're okay somehow.
System.
I'll improve, I swear.
No, you'll die.
I wonder what happens if you jump. Do you just, like, automatically accidentally set it off or something? I could see the game doing that. Good thing this elevator doesn't have, like, a
Yes.
roof on top of it.
Into the lab. I'm on my way down. Oh, and get a janitor for the lab elevator. Richards got sloppy.
So, did you murder him?
It's just across these wires. I'm en route to your.
I don't know if they murdered him or not. It would fit with the villain mantra, but who knows. These games can be slightly more mature than some children's games in the world, as many of us probably realize. Started veteran difficulty for Modern Warfare 2019. At least that's a quick one. Probably get through it fairly quick. Uh-oh. That's not good. Who's supposed to be covering me? Apparently, you have failed to cover me.
With that security code.
It's 1, 2. If you set your password to 1 through 1, 2, 3, you deserve to have your stuff stolen. And that opens up the vault. I think that's as far as it lets us play, though, isn't it?
You must be Sly Cooper, the new keeper of the cane. Oh, how I long for this.
Am I gonna
This
plat
one
Lego
belongs
Star
to the
Wars
Cooper
on
family. You're trespassing.
stream or on my own time? Mostly on my own time. I might stream it every now and then while I'm working on it. We'll see though.
This fortress is mine. Everything.
And doing the zombies for Vanguard. It's pretty simple. Yep.
Use the key to the vault.
It is super simple. Very straightforward.
Sorry,
It's just
pal. Family heirloom.
very grindy,
Buy
even
a
though it's nowhere
knockoff
near as
at the gift
grindy
shop.
as Modern Warfare 3 zombies.
Quick, let's
Yeah, it takes a while.
follow me.
There's not a whole lot you really have to do with it, but... I mean, you do have to play it for quite a while. It's like probably at least 10 hours, I would think, to get that one trophy done. I have no idea if I was supposed to do that or not. I don't think I was.
You be
Jump for it.
I guess we're just supposed to follow... Oh. Well, that was very lucky that we didn't die. I bet we'll have to worry about stuff like that when we come back here at the end of the game.
We don't have much time.
Doesn't seems like we did all this for nothing then. Yeah, I'll platinum it probably mostly on my own. Maybe stream a little bit of it if I can't think of something else to play one night. Congrats on my 2 plats, thank you.
The boat's
Only trophy you're gonna have trouble with is the 2,500 kills level 3 Pack-a-Punch. Yeah, what you really want to do for that is on a round where you manage to get 2,500. Or, no, excuse me, on a round where you manage to actually get a Pack-a-Punch level 3 weapon, which isn't the easiest thing in the world, to be fair, but on a round where you actually manage to get that weapon,
Save yourself.
If he wants to eat this.
seems dangerous. So yeah, wait until you get a Pack-a-Punch level 3 weapon, and then play one of the game areas that's infinite. Because there are certain ones that go on infinitely if you don't finish the objective. And that's how I farmed it on both versions. Like the first time I ever got one of those weapons.
Flash before your eyes. There it all was, stretching back to my childhood.
And the 10K is just 4 times that.
Family of master thieves that went back for generations. I was next in line to continue the Cooper name. But fate had different plans. I was robbed of my childhood when a ruthless gang attacked our home.
We already stopped that ruthless gang at one point in the past.
The orphanage I landed in wasn't all bad. It was there that I met my lifelong friends. Bentley, he's always been the thinker. And Murray, he's the doer. We'd stuck together over the years, and our skill, our confidence,
zombies
and
game?
our thieving
Well,
reputation grew stronger with each
The
heist.
proper wording for that is not necessarily game mode, it's the round
Good
type.
times would never end, and that our luck would never run out.
So yeah, it's
Trying to
like,
make
it's the
things
round
tougher when
type.
the odds finally caught up with us.
Yeah, you can't skip cutscenes. I didn't
Then I met
think you'd
this
be able
guy,
to.
McSweeney, who claimed to have run with my father's crew back in their heyday. They pulled jobs all over the world and amassed quite a
But
collection
yeah, it's
of
like
priceless
any
items.
of the
It was
round
then that McSweeney
types
told me all about the Cooper
where the
vault.
game has like an
It seemed that my
objective,
father, like all my ancestors, had been
and it's
hiding
one
away
that
in a
doesn't
secret
complete
place
until
for
you,
generations.
or the round
Each one
goes on
adding to
infinitely
treasure
until you
hidden
complete
behind a
it.
door that if McSweeney's story
That's
is
by
true,
far your best
only
option.
the Cooper can open. Using some well-placed clues provided by McSweeney, we set out for the secret island that held the vault. On arriving, we discovered someone by the name of Dr. M had already set up shop. From the looks of it, he'd been trying to crack the thing for years, growing steadily more frustrated in his failures and more paranoid as the decades rolled by. He built himself
I mean,
a
I feel
fortress,
like he
the
probably
security of his
eventually could have
tiniest
gotten
Fort
himself
Knox.
through it.
Getting inside the
Even if
place
it's
would
just
take
like
precision,
solid steel or something,
creativity,
I'm sure he could
and
eventually
moreover,
get through
it
it.
would take an army
Or, I mean, it's got to be
of
something a lot
world-class
stronger than solid steel, but
Finding and
you
bringing
get what I
together
mean.
that much talent won't be easy. But to get inside the Cooper Vault and collect my inheritance, I was willing to pay the price.
So we're going for, inheritance. Okay, then. Alright, that's the save icon. And there is an open world to this game, but it's not two-player. Well, beginning of the end. Okay, yeah, that's the prelude mission. And you can replay the job, so that's good. Okay. Oh, we gotta go to the hazard room. Okay, that's dumb.
If we're gonna make it to the Cooper Vault, we'll need to perfect our thieving skills. I've rigged this place to push us to our limits.
I'm guessing these levers start the different trains.
Doing a bit of training exercises. Let's do a bit of training.
I'll head for the control room, and we'll get things started.
Dish it out. I'm ready.
Okay. All
What are we learning
three
first?
teams have one thing in common.
A ton of cash?
No, they never get lost. Use the right analog stick to look around the hazard room. Try to find the Cooper gang marker I projected.
This is definitely pointless. No. Those trophies do not auto-pop. Sadly.
Great. Now press down on the
Yeah, the only things that auto-pop are the multiplayer trophies. Just auto-pop no matter
That's
what.
handy.
I agree. These
Just by
holographic
loading in.
markers are an invaluable tool for finding your way around.
And aside from that, the only other thing that auto-pops is, like, the sacrificing the hearts trophy auto-pops after, like, one. But yeah, the kills don't. So you gotta redo the kills. And doing the game a second time, you have to play it in a very specific way. Or else the game, like, won't track your kills correctly. It's really weird.
Perfect. Now everyone knows
You're gonna need to look at PSN
best
profiles and
rockets
look at
are
whatever the
over.
method is to do
Provided
it.
it doesn't break
If
its
you
neck
decide to do
getting
the
up
second
there.
version, I wouldn't
Not a
blame you if you
problem
don't.
for a man with your jumping skills. Hit the X button for a standard jump, then hit the X button a second time while in the air for an extra high double jump.
Alright,
Bentley,
I know how to
what's
jump.
next?
As you know, it's very useful to survey guards from the rooftops. To do that, we'll have to be able to look down at them.
Let me guess. Use the right
I don't ever remember
analog stick.
having to do, like, this big
Try to
tutorial
find the
here,
marker
but
projecting down there.
definitely isn't the best way to
Now
introduce
look
this
up at that
stuff.
pillar.
The
I
previous two
projected
games
another
just did it through missions. This one forces you to go through a rather long series of training exercises for
Now
some
put
reason
all
that I
these
honestly
skills
don't
to
ever
use
remember
and
doing.
get to the remaining waypoints. Should be easy if you ping them with the L3 button and look around.
Okay, that's fine.
Nice, one down.
And then there's one on the other side. Again, this seems very pointless. Yep, you're gonna have to play it for 10 hours straight offline and, like, disconnected to the internet entirely to pop the 10,000 kills again. And the 2,500 other kills with Pack Punch. So, yep, those don't auto-pop. Neither does the campaign stuff. Which is fine aside from those two obnoxious trophies. Alright, we're already 1% of the way through the game. Let's hope that there aren't a ton of these that we actually have to do.
Heck of a page turner, that book.
Let's see if you remember.
And they seem completely pointless in comparison to how they did tutorials in the other Sly games. Like, this game, I guess, doesn't have maybe the best way of starting, but it gets a lot better as it goes on. Gets some familiar characters, Pretty good overall plot line and everything.
Looking good, Sly.
Some fun gameplay in some areas. Hey, Robbie. Hey, Mosh.
But how do you feel about
Been working on Lego Incredibles as your next Lego game. Been good so far.
opening in that wall?
I enjoyed that one, though maybe not as much as some of the other Lego games, just because I'm not as invested in the source material. I mean, yeah, sure, the Incredibles, the original Incredibles is great, but I've never actually seen the second one. And even so, it's still not even like my favorite Pixar movie or anything like that. We talked about that yesterday. More of a Wall-E and Toy Story, early Toy Story. I didn't mind the original Cars.
Let's head outside and get this operation underway.
Even though I understand why people don't like it. Probably not going to do it, was considering you might do it twice, but yeah, you have to do all that stuff twice, which is terrible. Okay, an Opera of Fear, let's roll. We're off to the first true mission of the game.
Getting inside a world-class vault would take a team of world-class thieves. A group of specialists, each member contributing their own particular talent.
And like at the very least, that game is short. It's like 10 to 15 hour platinum, so you're not going to be stuck on it for too long.
But his brute strength helped get us out of more than a few scrapes in the past. When Bentley was injured during the whole Clockwork affair, Murray blamed himself, eventually leaving the team. We tried to console him, but going out on his own was something he needed to do.
And then your next one will be Ghost of Tsushima. Fantastic choice of game. Can't wait for Ghost of Yotai.
Outback, where he studied a mystic art called the Dreamtime from an Aboriginal guru.
Thought it would be like Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, you would think that they would be competent enough to do something like that. But that's not something that happens. Because that would require competence, of which we know Activision has very little.
Beautiful Venice, Italy. But what he's doing there is a mystery.
And then even in Modern Warfare 3, there's still other stuff you have to go and do again anyway. Like all of the... You have to redo the 6-player Orcus fight BS.
A real celebrity in the neighborhood. Everyone loved to hear him sing opera, and said he was destined to be the next great tenor. But just as his career started
Gonna play the PS4 version, no, because you want the other version to auto-pop.
It was all about
Alright, yeah, that's fair enough, but like, just for me, it was... I wanted to play it the way I did because... that game was important to me. Couldn't wait to play it on PS5, and it was, I'm glad that I waited and got to play it in its best possible version. I'm sure it'll get a remaster, though, on PS6 whenever that happens. I know you can use the rewind feature. Flipped a coin between Jedi Survivor and Ghost of Tsushima on that one, gotcha. That's a 3 out of 10 in 50 hours. Yeah, like, the DLCs are a bit time-consuming, because, like, you've got the 2 Ghost of Iki Island trophy sets, which aren't particularly hard. It just takes some time, because they're basically more the main game. And then aside from that, it's just... What else is it? New Game Plus, so you have to just replay the game, but you can speed run through the main story on any difficulty, actually. And then it's just the online stuff, which does take a while, but like me and Ghost boosted most of it and didn't have too many problems with it, so we did get carried through the second and third phases of the raid. Because yes, the game has a raid for some reason. I have no idea why. Alarm Clock and Smoke Bomb available from the beginning.
Given Murray's criminal past, it seems logical to start our search at the local police station. If he's not already,
that was ugly.
The
Oh, dang.
have leads on all the crooks in Venice.
That actually hurt quite a bit. Was not expecting that. So what do you do for the 6-player trophy? You have to get 6 players into the lobby at once. Or 6 players into your squad at once, is the proper wording for that. But the maximum squad size to start the game is 3. So, feel free to do the math that 3 and 6 are different numbers.
That massive dome marks search the Venetian
So
police station.
just getting
Cops around
into
here really like
getting
to
into the
make an
same
impression.
lobby together is random. Then you have to actually get into the same squad together. And then you have to have someone that's got into Act 3 of the storyline of zombies and gotten to the end of it. Just
like
to
I
deal with
found
the
my
final
way
boss
inside.
fight, and then you have to go and fight the final boss, which isn't particularly hard by COD Zombie standards.
Oh, come on, pal. There's always a way.
Didn't know that they were making a new one super hype now. If you mean for Ghost of Tsushima sequel, oh yeah, I cannot wait. That is a rare day one purchase for me. Also waited for Ghost of Tsushima, was 100% worth it. Yeah, I'm not sure it would have been cool to play it earlier on and auto-pop the Platinum and all the DLC, but like, at the same time, I had an absolute blast playing it.
Nice climbing, partner. I've got the blueprints to the vent system in front of me. I should be
Well, you
able to
kind of
guide
wish you did the
to
PS4
jail
version so
cell.
you could have gotten the 2 Platinums, making you want to do the PS5 version instead. Yeah, like, go ahead and do the PS4 version. Because at least then you can get the double Platinum.
Murray? Is that you?
Murray, that name's a stain on my pants, bro. What?
It is Dimitri!
Got some fuzzy dice to come round here.
Dimitri. Long time no punch. See, you're still in jail.
And you steal a cracker box.
Let's get past the name calling and get to business.
Looking for main man Murray, eh? Sorry, but I'd rather see you get...
I'm surprised they would show smoking in a children's game, actually. Same thing with Jedi Survivor, do the PS4 version first. I'll do the same thing for Jedi Survivor because it's not as important to me.
If those
Let's try
cops get their
cutting a
mitts on you,
deal.
Who's gonna break you out of jail?
You might get this cell door open, but the cops would throw it down and bust me on the way out. And then I'll get the double sentence. Leave.
I mean, you're already in jail, so I'm not sure it can really get any worse for you.
How about I get
Distract the cops?
attention, then run for it. Once they're all outside,
Jedi Survivor
shooting at me,
doesn't
you
auto-pop?
can slip
Really?
out, No problem.
That's dumb.
No, that's a plan I can
Enjoy
get
as much
behind.
as still playing on the PS5 console, so it should be fast loading screens true.
Key for sale is
Okay, it does auto-pop. Yeah, I thought it auto-popped.
Okay, great.
Hey, Cassie.
This other lock won't be a problem. I should be able to crack it by hand.
Get me out of here, and I'll find Murray. No sweat. Just keep on the down low and out of sight near them coppers, bro. They're a bad
Found
bunch
out
of
because when the
bunnies.
PS4 version came out, saw it didn't have any auto-pops. Oh, so maybe they added it in later or something.
But we're now ready for the presentation. As we all know, the canals of Venice have been mysteriously filling with tar for the last month.
And I guess, is that Carmelita speaking? It doesn't really sound like her normal voice.
Sources believe that this man, Don Octavio, is potentially responsible for the disaster.
It doesn't sound like her normal voice, so it is her, though. So she's in like a Spanish accent now for whatever reason.
Going to have to
Got your bedroom all painted? Oh, nice.
Head back to Dimitri's
And yeah,
cell
Fallen
in
Order is the
green.
same way,
Be
except
sure to
not
inform
everything in
you'll be
Fallen
talking to
Order
Murray about
actually
it.
auto-popped. A
Let's
handful of the
get back to
trophies did
business.
not.
Now, where was I? Hold tight, boys. The power's on the fritz again. It'll calm down in a few minutes.
Better make sure you're under a
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not Carmelita's voice actress from the other game. Alright, so we have to stay under the tables when the lights come back on, so we gotta be careful here.
Keep your hands to yourself, Leon.
Keep your hands to yourself, Leon. What was he doing with his hands? And should I be concerned about what he was doing? Also, hope that this guy doesn't kick us or something.
Really?
You would think that could be a very real risk here.
Come on.
And how does no one see this? That's a better question, is how does no one see this?
Let there be light.
Either way, do Jedi Fallen Order for PS4 and then auto-pop it, but Jedi Survivor probably just do the PS5 version. Nah, I'll auto-pop Jedi Survivor. It's probably worthwhile that way.
Can you really crack this coconut?
Sure.
Decided to
Just
purchase
takes a
another
light
copy of
touch.
Black Ops 2 off Mercari for $15. Ooh, nice. Hopefully it'll work for you.
I swear, you spring me, and I'll hook you up with that plump dog Murray. Dig?
This safe will be tough to crack, but I've seen you open harder locks. Slowly rotate the left analog stick until you feel a vibration. Stop, then go in the other direction, again feeling for the vibration.
Oh, did I
Then
screw it
reverse
up?
direction again, and stop when you get the third vibration. Once the green light goes on, let off the...
There we go. Still glad you met his actor at Comic-Con. Oh, solid. And you got him to sign the Funko. Nice.
Don't worry, no mind. Straightway I'll password for Murray to find you. Meet at Rialto Bridge.
Tried to load up Power Wash on PS5. Still didn't work.
Okay. Guess
And that
it's
worked once you
showtime.
deleted the entire save file. Well, I mean, at least it worked. But that sucks if you have to redo the whole thing.
Hello, assorted meatheads. And lady. Anyone feel like some exercise?
Cooper! Grab him, man!
And I'm out.
Well, now Carmelita knows that you're here, and now we probably have the obligatory early game chase sequence that we usually get. I'm assuming that's what this is.
You've got some serious nerve showing up in my squad room.
I was concerned we were growing apart.
Then let's spend some quality time together in my interrogation cell.
So forward.
Yeah, I
What
don't think
happened
that's
to
her
the demure
normal,
girl I
her
used to
previous
know?
voice actor,
She grew
actress.
up and stopped taking grief from guys
Maybe
like
she is.
you.
I don't know.
Guys like me? Are you saying I've got some competition for your affections?
You're the
Black Ops 2,
only
every time you
man
loaded
in
up
my
zombies, it would
sights right
freeze. You know,
now.
other people have had the same issue. Hopefully it is just your disc. And hopefully you can fix it with that. Great game, but did not age well. She said World at War ran better. I mean, we played World at War on that, on our live stream. Me and Lizard Guy did, and it ran great on Steam. And that game, that was so much fun. That was a good time. I'm hoping that he is going to finally start streaming more often in the near future. And that seemed like a very dangerous plan right there. It's the Murray!
Inspector Fox! Man, you're in it again.
Hope that man
Yep.
works both ways.
That's right.
Feel like campaign missions do. Oh, yep.
You are.
Thanks for the quick escape. I owe you one. Again.
Of course.
I know, I literally said
They're
multiple
all
times that her
made of
voice
bits.
sounds different.
You're really whole hog on this Dreamtime stuff, huh?
My mind is clear, like the woodland after a forest fire.
Listen, Murray.
Just have
we
to
need you
see
back on the
how
team.
you can
That
play
thing
all
with
the
Bentley
DLC on a
wasn't
new
your fault.
disc.
He doesn't blame
So you
you
just
for
have
the
to sign
wheelchair.
the game on your Activision
Sorry,
profile.
Spike. I walk a different path.
Shouldn't
My
all your
guru
progress
and his
just
wisdom
still be the
told me
same
to
because it's
lose
saved on your
myself
console,
and not
right?
return until the black water ran
Just gonna start
pure.
boosting COD World War
So
II since you
here
got
I
Vanguard under
You
control.
sure he didn't tell you to get lost and not? come
Yeah,
back
be
until
careful
you
with
pulled
World
out
War
the
II
rock filter?
because,
Come on,
as
I
we've
want a real
discussed,
spirit question.
there's a very real chance it'll be the
Sorry.
next one that
Tell
goes
me.
down. Or it could just be Advanced
Tell me
Warfare.
everything.
Or it
Missed
might be
you, pal.
something random,
Well,
like Call of Duty
it's a
2 on the
long
360 or
and awesome
something.
Story. You got any gum?
Honestly, who knows? Still only 1% completion, wow. Got that first percent pretty quickly. So Murray will not rejoin us yet. He still feels guilty about what happened to Bentley.
Guru has been fulfilled. Whether we like it or not, we've got to deal with Venice's tar problems in order to, as Murray puts it, make the black water run pure. Thanks to Inspector Fox's fine detective work, we already know that Don Octavio is somehow connected. As non-law operatives, we'll be able to tackle this situation in a more head-on fashion. First, we break into Octavio's opera house. If he's hiding anything, we'll find it. We should also keep a close eye on the dog. Some photographic evidence of him connected to the tar might be enough to get the old mobster put away. Of course, meanwhile, I'll monitor local communication frequencies.
To be fair, you don't think anyone other than Dres needs to worry about. Yeah, that's true, but at the same time, I feel like they could just randomly choose to shut that one off for some reason. I already know how to play. Oh, I can skip that. Thank God. And now we have 2 different characters we can play as. Majority of viewers are PlayStation. Oh yeah, they are, but there's definitely a fair bit of Xbox on here. Alright, let's play some more as Sly. Take place in a mansion right outside of the Liberty Falls Zombies map for Black Ops 6. Okay. I mean, with Black Ops 6, since it doesn't seem like it's ever going to get trophies or anything, I'm not all that interested in the other version until it actually until they actually fix it. Alright, so we have to be seen by guards in every disguise in this world. I don't think that's something we can do yet, because I don't think we have the disguises yet. So what's the other miscellaneous? Defeat 3 guards with water traps. Okay. How did those work? First I thought that person was holding like a firecracker or something. We do need to loot some money though, because we need to buy a lot of things in this game. And what would count as the water traps? Oh crap. Not good. No, we can still sprint with R1 at least. Octavio Slap. Is that what that says? Snap. Snap and Slap basically almost kind of the same things. Are the water traps these things? Yeah, that's what they are. That's exactly what they are. So, I just have to time this to the point at which one of them walks over it at the right time. Or it might be this. Could be this. Okay, that was definitely not what I wanted. Or it might be this as well, so let's see if I can get one of them to die through this trap. God Ghost, it was only one version that became unobtainable temporarily, but even so, it was still ridiculous. DLC's on sale, lucky for you, we're doing the PS3 version, so I didn't have to worry. That's good then. Okay, that's a water trap, okay. I think we actually have to do that anyway later on. Like, during one of the missions. I remember there being something like that in the past. Alright, well that's progress toward our first trophy.
Heads up,
okay, that's awkward.
I've intercepted a radio message from one of Octavio's men.
Gonna get the Shrek one from the sale. Oh, nice, nice.
Great. You want me to take him?
And they're all pretty easy at least, but some of them are definitely shorter than other ones.
With some incriminating photos, we might be able to help the cops prosecute him and put an end to this nonsense.
Never thought we'd be helping out the cops.
Really?
Oh, so we're going for that,
Inspector Fox.
Well, she's different.
way of thinking.
Your average law enforcer isn't that, I don't know, attractive. Hold on, here he comes.
Well, at least he openly admits his crush on her that everyone knows about.
That's despicable.
Get a picture before he finishes. This is perfect. Use your binocular to take photos.
Press the R3 button. I wonder if every episode is just like this, where the first mission, or one of the first missions, is a photography session. Wouldn't be overly surprised if they decide to do that. I guess I'd be a little bit surprised if they decide to do that a second time around. I don't think they do that, though. And I don't know where he went to. And then there's another...
Get a picture.
Oh, crap. Hang on. Ooh, that could have been very bad without the rewind. Oh, that wasn't good enough either.
He's at it again. Get a picture.
How do I get the picture of him, then? That doesn't work? Well, I mean, I don't know why that didn't work. I guess I just need to go further away. There's that guard there, so... There we go. That'll work.
That poor bird bath. I guess more of a bird death trap now. He's on the move again. Keep it up, Sly. This is some great work.
Alright, we're good now. Okay, surprisingly he doesn't hear that. Oh, great. Okay, at least that one died in one hit. And now he's singing, but he sings better than I do. This time the game will run a lot better, yeah. He's not singing. Now he is. I just platinumed every obtainable PS3 COD except for Classic. And you can still do Classic, at least, forever. I'll always still do Classic someday. Where'd he go? No one should know where I am, right? Ooh, that was a bad idea. I'm getting a little bit unlucky with this. Alright, now we should be okay. We'll see what he goes to next. Okay, now we're good.
Imagine clogging a delightful water wheel with deadly sticky tar. Monstrous.
And is deadly really the right word? Okay, I see what we're gonna have to do here. So I'm gonna have to just be faster. Alright, so run to here, run over to here, and now we're good. Oh! I don't know how he saw me. Chances he'll get delisted. Oh yeah, that's true, yep. World at War was enough for you.
With deadly sticky tar. Monstrous.
Yeah, but I mean, again, you did Wolfenstein 2. If you can do Wolfenstein 2, you can do COD Classic.
Horrible polluting is fully documented.
Alright, that job is a little more difficult than I... Come on now. Come on, Sly. Good job, that was better. And no one will hear that, so that's a good thing. Oh, is he gonna hit another one? I thought that would have been enough evidence. Yeah, considering it being your second ever COD Platinum. It was my first ever COD Platinum. COD Classic was one of my last ones. Now that it doesn't seem like we're getting any more COD Platinums anymore, so yeah. And I'm sure there'll be guards somewhere around here. Maybe not.
He seems to be working a switch, but there's no tar anywhere. Yet. Get a photo anyway.
I will do that. Or I will not do that, apparently. Apparently, that doesn't... That's not good enough.
He seems to be working a switch, but there's no tar anywhere. Yet. Get a photo anyway.
Okay, that was weird. It, like, wouldn't count for a second. Wouldn't pick up.
He's doing something.
Did COD Classic like 2 years ago. Yeah, I mean, that's about how long ago I did it. Like, a year and a half ago.
I can't believe it. He flooded that aquarium with tar. All those poor dead fish. As much as I hate to see what heinous crime this fiend will do next, you should probably keep on his tail. Someday the people will know the truth due to your pictures.
It's actually the first COD gave me platinum legitimately because you used the glitch on Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. I mean, I only ended up using the glitch on, like, one mission in Modern Warfare 2 Remastered.
Yeah, it's a me. Get that engineer on the horn.
Slide, see if you can latch on to the car Octavio is riding in.
Okay, we will try to do that. So in a way, World of War was the first one you truly beat on Veteran. You did one of the hardest ones first. Now we're good. And he won't see the cane over the side or going through the side. Oh yeah, that's true. We technically get one more COD Platinum on PS4 for some reason.
Nobody suspects a thing. But still, is it gonna be enough to get things ready for my opera recital? Bella, when the people come to see me sing, I want to make a show. They keep a-coming. Even if they don't feel like it. One way or the other, there'll be opera fans again.
So, basically, brainwashing people probably, or something like that, if I had to guess. Found out about that glitch, like a week after he platinumed it. I knew about it in those early days. Yeah, I knew about it in those early days and managed to... I mean, again, I even got through, like, the favela mission without it or anything.
Kill a bunch of poor innocent fish, will he?
The only mission that I ended up using it on was the final couple of objectives of the mission where you have to defend the giant house, the place in the woods. That was the only mission I used it on. That was only because I failed at it several times and was starting to get annoyed by it. 2% completion! Let's go. That is not a lot of progress. Wasn't mad enough, you don't think you ever would have used it? I mean, that's fair, like, if you don't get pissed off as easily as, like, I do in games, so... I get pissed off a lot more easily than some people do in games. Or at least more stressed out. I wonder if we get the stealth abilities a little bit earlier this time. Like the actual, like, good stealth takedown. I wonder if we get that earlier in this game. It'd be nice if we did. Definitely make life a little bit easier. We can drop a boat on somebody if we want to. Oh, let's keep moving. Glad you did that glitch because it ended up being legit on PS3. And I did it legit on PS3, and then just that one mission, one part of one mission. Episode 3 is the one with your favorite part in all the Sly games? Ooh, interesting.
Okay. Have you got a point of entry?
You too, gotcha.
I'm guessing the front door is not the safest option.
Do the veteran glitch regardless to make anything to make a platinum easier. I mean, in all honesty, I didn't struggle with the majority of that one's campaign. It was really just like, the favela mission is just kind of BS. Yeah, the favela mission is a little bit of BS. Or like a lot of BS toward the end. And that cabin defense mission is a little bit of BS as well, because it's kind of random how long it takes. But otherwise, I didn't really think it was anything all that insane. Also did it for Modern Warfare 1 Remastered. I'm still very proud of myself that I did Modern Warfare 1 Remastered without it, including Mile High Club.
Nice touch, Bentley.
I'm still proud of that, because I never beat Mile High Club as a kid. There were 3D glasses in the manual for this game? What? I don't remember that. I don't know anything about that. We're going to say no to the 3D because I don't have a manual or 3D glasses. But that's a choice. That's an interesting idea. Was this that time period where, like, everything was trying to do 3D? It must have been.
To open this door, we'll need to press the 3D security buttons at exactly the same time. Okay? On my 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's make another attempt. 1, 2, 3.
There we go. Yeah, I don't ever remember there being 3D glasses as a part of this. That is... Again, that's a choice. It's an interesting choice, that's for sure. Definitely not what I would have expected. Yeah, it must have been at that time period where, like, a lot of stuff was trying to do 3D. I saw it in some movies and stuff. I remember, like, Spy Kids 3D.
Looks like
that is a
synchronized security system.
That is a trip.
Let's do it.
Not as much of one as Shark Boy and Lava Girl, though.
3. All right.
You had them, they came with a PS2 copy. Gotcha. And that legitimate when the veteran glitch exists. I mean, I don't blame you. I just didn't know about it. I probably would have used it. PS3 had 3D features. Really? Wow. If Activision were ever smart, they would now make a PS3 remaster as PS5 versions only and be an extra $30. Oh, they could easily do that. But I think their main issue is that they just don't want people to buy an old Call of Duty game because then they know that no one will buy the new ones anymore. That's my guess.
I'm sure
is that they know that people won't buy the other ones anymore.
Around to make a nice bridge for you.
Okay, I'll wait for your signal.
And that's the only real issue. Because, like, yeah, they'd make a lot of money in the short term, but then no one would buy any of the new games, so they'd lose money in the long term, most likely. At least they think they would. They would at least do something to repair their reputation a little bit. Make people not despise them as a company quite so much. Although they might also screw up the remakes or remasters very badly, so that's also a possibility.
And Julius in the main vacuum room immediately. We're gonna discuss.
This reminds me of that. There's like a carnival game you can play where it's like you have to guide a thing along like a track, like a little ring around a track. And if it ever touches the walls, you lose. I haven't been to a state fair in years and years. I've been to some real small local county ones the last few years, but that was it. Which actually, that's probably coming up in a couple of months. Go and get my yearly quota of deep-fried Oreos. They're terrible for you. They'll probably cause early death, but they taste so good that it's okay. And I also eat them like once a year, so it's probably fine. I don't understand why Sly can't swim, though. Because raccoons can swim.
We'll need to bob our way through it.
At least people such as Trophy Hunters can play those with better graphics. Yeah, if they ever made remasters, it would be what? Yeah, that wouldn't... I wouldn't necessarily be against that either. If they just decided to do something like that, where...
Thanks for the assist, Sly.
They just allow you to do it
with some well-placed explosives.
As a campaign only. Or even campaign and Spec Ops. Like, even do, like, campaign plus Spec Ops. I don't think anyone would be too mad about that.
Thanks,
I mean, the multiplayer was so much fun back in those days, but, like, at the same time, at least then we'd get to experience something of those old games. That seems like something breakable. It's
this
not.
door is made of 4-inch thick bulletproof plexiglass. My bombs
4-inch
won't
thick
make a dent.
bulletproof
See if you can find a way
plexiglass.
around it through that ventilation shaft.
I don't know if 50 caliber would work on that or not. Supposedly, PSA, Palmetto State Armory, based here out of South Carolina, supposedly they're going to be making a 50 caliber rifle, like an actual legitimate 50 cal rifle, magazine-fed 50 cal rifle, that'll cost less than $2,000, which I'll believe it if I see it. But if they do that, that might very well be something that's worth saving up for, because that'd be kind of awesome. One time if I lose a challenge, it's like, I lose a challenge, I have to hip fire this equivalent of a Barrett 50 cal. And try not to die doing it. That'd be entertaining.
Judging from the security,
I have
we
one
must be getting close.
COD Modern Warfare 1 remastered,
It's
along with Infinite Warfare, and they screwed up the remake in the first place, so... Hey, T-Jade. This kid, even as an adult, always been anal about keeping things where they belong. Oh, God. After the amount of discussions I've had, or amount of times that I've listened to the nurses talk about things they find in people's buttholes for half an hour. Because yes, that's a legitimate conversation that's happened multiple times. Not just once, that's happened multiple times, and multiple jobs. And you probably don't want to know what they find. Because it's quite disturbing, especially the first time you hear it, especially if you're new to working in healthcare. It's a bit on the disturbing side. They remastered Black Ops 1 and 2, they may just be the campaigns. Even so, like, I'd be fine with that. Hell, give us the zombies as well, like... That wouldn't kill off your multiplayer fan base. Probably just won't do Black Ops 1 again.
Get ready. One,
Love you some deep fried Oreos. Yeah, I get them like once a year, so it'll be it whenever that county fair comes by. Or it's not even really like a full county fair, it's so small. It's one you can only kill a couple hours in. They did remaster those games as campaign. The Platinum probably would be relatively easy.
I could splice into this.
Yeah, Black Ops 1's got one or two hard missions. Black Ops 2, though, you'd probably have to do all the accolades again. And that was the hardest part of it by far.
Let's get out of here.
Along with a couple of zombies trophies. Okay, TMI. Oh yeah, like, you don't want to know what they've found in that part of people.
A delay switch? Sorry, Sly. Guess the dinosaur has teeth. I'll hack as fast as I can. Watch my...
Yeah, it's a little on the disturbing side. Which is why I will now share a few of them. Ooh, fire. Soap and shampoo bottles. Silverware. Toys. Condoms. Gerbils?
Halfway there.
This is probably getting demonetized now, isn't it?
Halfway there.
Glass objects. Man, these guys take 4 hits to kill. Unless you hit him into the fire. I bet there's like an RA thing for this where it's like you have to one-shot all of them or something. I wouldn't be surprised at all if that was a thing. Oh, sorry, Bentley. I was trying to read comments for a second. You're good? Well, I had to tell everyone anyway. Because I'm not... Nothing can... Nothing...
exactly what Octavio
gets
is
me
up to.
anymore. Again, like, nothing really surprises me anymore. Nothing really even disturbs me anymore. Because of some of the stuff I've had to hear with that, so it's like... I can talk about, just like the nurses can, I can just talk about that stuff like it's everyday part of life, everyday part of normal conversation. I need to remember that that's not a normal, everyday part of people's conversations outside of that field. But hey, maybe I got to mentally scar someone for life. Which, that's also not a good thing, but it's also a thing that might happen. I have no idea where I was going with that statement. In the next 3 decades, find something they're doing when they're doing those exams. Yeah. I haven't heard any discussions about that before. Glass is dangerous to put up there. Oh yeah, but people do it. They put silverware up there for some reason. Again, they put live animals in there. As fucked up as all that sounds. It's like, anytime I tell my parents anything that I hear that's happened, or even just, like, tell people outside of that field about the things that happen, they can't believe it. Like, they legitimately don't believe me half the time. And that's fair. It's so absurd that it's like, it's not something that you're going to expect. Seen a video before. Oh, God. I'm sorry you had to see that. Smoke bomb. Actually, I'd probably rather have had alarm clock, but okay. Alright, so we are now Bentley, who has a jetpack-assisted wheelchair. And now I need to figure out how to get to the objective. I made such grindy trophies for Black Ops 2 and 3's campaign. Black Ops 1 was easy. I don't know what it was either with that. But I mean... Black Ops 2, presumably they would make you do the accolades again? I don't know, maybe they wouldn't? But otherwise, you would definitely have to do all the stuff in Black Ops 1, like beating on Veteran and everything, which it had a couple of obnoxious missions in it, I remember.
Hey, Sly,
a couple of very long ones, too. It's very not pretty. Do not look it up. Yeah, I don't intend to. I've heard the descriptions of it. That was good enough.
The Blue Vipers? Those guys are nasty. We've got to get to them before they get to her.
She's off on her daily patrol. The thugs can't be far behind.
On my way. Just make sure to have one of those police boats hot-wired by the time I get there.
Let's see. Just cross the blue wire with the
Oh, is this our first hacking mission? It is not.
Just in time. There go the Vipers.
I'll shoot. You drive, Sly.
Oh. Oh, God. This can't go well.
This canal is packed with shipments.
Yep, I remember this. Oh, I have to do both controls at once. Okay.
Guess I should use short burst.
Oh, it overheated. I didn't realize that it could do that. I know that this is going to be one of the challenges later. And from what I remember what they do with the challenges, I might fail this the first time, getting used to it again. But what happens with the challenges is they either give you a time limit to accomplish something, usually from the campaign, or they give you half health for an objective from the campaign. That's usually what they do. There's a handful of different ones, I believe. But that's what they do a majority of the time. Is they either cut your health in half or give you a time limit to complete certain things from within the game's campaign. And this is one of them. It might not be this particular one, but it's one of these canal segments that you have to do. And you get half health during it. It won't be as bad with Rewind, obviously, but it's still going to be at least a little bit annoying. Especially with how quickly this thing overheats. I also have to be careful in case there's more to this. Can't remember if there's another objective after this. Also, I've taken a lot of damage during this, so that's not good. How are neither of them down yet?
Nice shooting, Bentley.
It's 2. Almost better off, like, trying to shoot the stuff out.
That's the end of the
Alright, that went well. You remember a few from this world? I definitely remember that one. I sort of remember the final battle as well.
This city's beautiful, but a bit quiet for my taste.
I mean, she'd probably have no problem handling the bad guys, but, like, at the same time, why put Sly's love interest at risk?
Saving Carmelita, we're only making our operation here more difficult.
Maybe
Oh, Sly's okay with that. The power of boners is strong with this
She's
one.
helped us out in the past.
That, and you've got a thing for her.
Exactly.
I've got a thing for her. Look, I'll stash this boat. It might
The
be
power of
useful later.
boners is strong! That was a super quick mission, wow. %. Maybe we get more percent from some of the challenges.
Octavio is pumping tar from underneath the foundations of buildings so he can sink them into the canals on a whim. He's going to demonstrate this destructive ability to the people of Venice during his opera recital on the first day of Carnival. To counter this threat, we'll first destroy the balloons and sign advertising the recital. If no one shows up, he'll have no reason to sink a building. Next, the blueprints to the main tar vacuum have been cleverly split into 3 parts and hidden in local coffee houses owned by Octavia.
So it sounds like probably a 3-pronged do things to set up what is effectively a heist.
Also, some big Vincenetti goons have been called in as insurance for the recital. Given their size, I think it's prudent to fool Carmelita's 8 mercenaries into taking them out for us. And finally, we'll have to convince Murray into taking to the field. If he's learned the aboriginal ball form, it'll be just the thing for destroying the local tar reservoirs.
But I think we have to recruit Murray back first. Or does he not rejoin you until episode 2? I don't actually remember that. Does he rejoin you here, or does he not come in until episode 2? Yeah, I can't remember if he rejoins you episode 1 or 2. Even though this is the one that I most recently played prior to all these versions coming out. Alright, well, we got 3 Sly missions and 1 Bentley mission, so let's knock out the Bentley mission. Get that done, then we go back to Sly for the rest of the episode until whatever the finale is, unless Murray also has a mission. Okay, so Carmelita is now out and about patrolling. Wonderful. That's not great. That could be a problem. If we get unlucky, that could be a problem.
We need your help to destroy some tar drums.
I'm done with all that. I found a new
Comes back at the end of this world. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was episode 1 or 2 where he comes back.
The Murray, the guy who'd get into a
Because don't you go speak with the guru at some point, or is that just like a different part of the story, pretty much?
First, and not bother asking questions later. Where's that guy? Where's my old friend?
I'm sorry, Bentley. I tried to save you, but I just wasn't strong enough.
Get over it, Murray. I don't blame you, and never have.
So yeah, the whole plot arc here is that Murray feels guilty over letting Bentley get crippled at the end of the second game. Even though I still think it's a little bit weird that he would have that happen because he had a turtle shell, and turtle shells are like really, really strong.
You could help us peacefully. You wouldn't have to punch anyone.
I'm in. Keep it peaceful, and I'll smash up anything you'd like.
As a student
Murray and peaceful should not be in the same
I'm
sentence.
sure you've learned of the ball form.
Yeah, sure, like my first week.
Excellent. Tuck into ball form and clog that vent pipe. The pressure buildup should shoot you skyward. Maintain your ball form and smash into the tar drums around town.
Awesome. Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Totally peaceful. I'm sure my guru wouldn't mind.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
Press the L1 button to go into ball form. Hit the X button on impact to keep your bounces high. I'm projecting.
Oh, I remember this.
Nice work, Peacemonger. That's one tar drum down.
I remember these. They're not always the most fun. If I remember correctly, because I think you do this multiple times throughout the game. They're not my favorite thing in the world, that's for sure.
Part of Octavio's scheme. With them out of the picture, you're that much closer.
I think later on, like, you can't re-get into the manholes to, like, recharge. Like you can potentially here if you had to. I am now loosely remembering these. I don't know, maybe the percentage is going up so slowly because a lot of these early missions are so short, but there's a lot of them or something.
You're really getting the hang of
I'm assuming that this is all you have to do on this mission is just destroy the oil drums.
In a peaceful sense, of course.
Think so, okay, gotcha. Makes this version easier? Rewind, specifically, is what makes it easier. The PS3 version doesn't have much in the way of miscellaneous trophies, but it does not have any sort of rewind feature for the challenges. The challenges are by far the hardest part of this game. Just beating the campaign is not all that difficult, outside of one or two boss fights, which are pretty annoying, and we'll know when we get to them. I remember one of them painfully well. When we get to that one, you'll know, because I'm sure I'll be pissed off at it. But rewind for the challenges is going to make this many times easier than the original.
I've forgotten who my friends are. I'm just playing with a different deck.
I wonder what the RA list looks like for this game, actually. If it has one, I'm assuming it does. I'm actually kind of curious to see what the RA list is for this game. See if it's... Sly 1's list actually wasn't all that bad. It was basically 100% the game. Which means do all the Master Thief sprints, which obviously sucks, but... isn't, like, the worst thing in the world, because... I'd say 3/4 of them probably are doable without any insane amounts of difficulty. Especially with the rewind. And then, like, a last quarter of them are pretty tough. Okay, at least we don't actually have to scavenge every single treasure this time, thankfully. We only have to get enough money to purchase everything. We do need quite a bit of money, so we'll take it where we can. This game and the PS4 version are left for Sly games. Yep! And once I get through those, we're done. Which is insane to think. The Sly franchise will forever be complete unless they ever remake Sly 4 for any reason or actually give us another one, which I honestly don't think is going to happen. Okay, Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves. What does this achievement list look like? Because like I said, Sly 1's isn't terrible by RA standards. Again, it's basically 100% the game. Sly 2's is ridiculous. Sly 3.
Unfortunately, I'm a little short on fuses.
Then I'll be quick.
Place the dynamite when you get near the anchor,
crap.
or kaboom! Raccoon parts everywhere.
That's a big graphic. Hold down R1 to run, and then circle to plant the bomb. Okay. I wasn't focusing there. That was my fault. I wasn't looking at the screen in time, so let's try that again. Hopefully go a little bit better this time. There we go, that's better.
Excellent.
Doubt Sly 4 will get anything. I do too.
The Venetian
But I mean,
skyline.
you never know. Ball forming doesn't count. It doesn't count as a mission fail? That's kind of funny. Isn't Murray trying to be peaceful now? Isn't he a peaceful, peace-loving, life-loving guru now? Even then, who even wants to do Sly? Yeah, I mean, like... I don't think anyone would really care about doing Sly 4 either because it's the weakest one in the franchise by far.
Child compared to this ferocious beast. Don't dilly-dally with this one. It's got a longer fuse, but you've got farther to run.
Ferocious beast?
So why wouldn't you just give all of them a long fuse? And better yet, why do they need to have a fuse here at all? Like, if you're concerned about my personal safety, then why not just allow them to detonate? This isn't gonna work, is it? Then why not just allow us to wait and detonate them when we actually get to our destination? Like, just do that. Wouldn't that make more sense, logically? Video game sins, get on this game. It's like, that would make more sense. Just let him...
Hurry before the wind changes direction.
Oh, this is not good. We're running out of time. Alright, we're good. That was close, though.
The balloon carried
For some
by
reason
the
you don't
wind
fail. Yeah, that's
will
weird.
impact on
You do it
their
one day and then
material
auto-pop
side.
it.
The combustible
Yeah,
gas
definitely do it that way.
will ignite, and bam! Hindenburg Part 2. Drat and curses! The wind
Damn,
dies.
son, you making fun of the Hindenburg?
Sorry,
Nah, people make fun of that.
you can climb up and knock the balloon free. I'll start putting together another explosive for the side. Such a shame. I was really looking forward to seeing
Okay,
that
so there's a
balloon
lot
burn.
of story-related
Chemical
achievements
reaction.
from RA. So yeah, there's a lot of story-related achievements, and there's a lot of story mission-specific. Nothing that seems all that bad from what I've seen so far. What do we have to do here? Swing. Oh, that's not what we have to do. There we go. And I'm sure that climbing this is one of those Master Thief challenges, isn't it? If I remember correctly, they probably do stuff like this, because I know there's one in a later level. Okay, so once we get up to here, just do that. Oh, crap. Well, thank you, Rewind.
A solid blow from
We
your
grapple to
game
that,
dislodged the balloon.
and whack the sign. This is a time challenge.
Looks like
Yeah,
you
I'm
got
not
a
surprised.
ferocious
Okay,
beast
so yeah,
on this
most of
operation.
these...
Come on back. What?
Defeat that gang in the canal during your first lap around Venice. That could be a little bit difficult.
Get back here, quick!
Oh shit. What's going on? Bad timing. I was trying to read something. Trying to read the RA list for this game.
Help, Sly! This guy is crazy! I've got him locked out, but oh no!
I'll be there soon. That's Carmelita. That's not good. Of course I run headfirst into her.
Where are you? Please help! Help!
Uh-oh.
Ah, Sly Cooper. My boy on the inside picked up those pictures of me you sent to the cops. Nice a try, but I own this town.
Put my friend down. I'm gonna knock out all of your teeth, one at a time, and make you eat them.
Ooh, that's the toughest
Damn.
one you got. You're pathetic. Back in my day, we had enforcers that would make people pee their pants just as soon as a look at them.
Believe me, old-timer, I don't make idle threats.
Oh, I know all about you and your crack little gang. You ain't nothing without these little guys' brains. So,
Turtle soup.
I figure I'll just scoop them out real slow and use them to fertilize my tomato plants.
I'm allergic to tomatoes.
Turn it on.
Oh, crap.
Power up.
So those can hurt me.
Activate.
Let go of me, you geriatric fiend.
Geriatric? Is he really geriatric? He doesn't look quite that level of old. Keep running.
I swear I'll get you for this.
I don't know what you're gonna do, Bentley. I'm not sure if there's anything you can do about this yourself. He doesn't seem to like to pop out unless it's for a good reason.
Sly, hurry it up!
Pipe it down, lunch meat.
Lunch meat? Who eats turtles for lunch meat? I'm pretty sure that's, like, not a thing that probably happens.
You want this runt? Take him! I won't forget about this. You guys are dead!
You guys are dead!
I'm fine. My
There's like jobs you have to finish without being damaged. Destroy tar reservoirs. It doesn't look like anything all that insane in this. Yeah, nothing on this RA is all that horrible, I don't think. Basically 100% the game and like a miscellaneous trophy for every level. And like a lot of story ones as well. So it doesn't seem all that horrible. At least by their standards. Because Retro Achievements games are generally a lot harder than what we get on PlayStation or Xbox, so... It actually doesn't seem all that horrendous compared to some games that I've done. Or compared to some games that are on that list. I think we did look up the Barnyard list at one point, though, because I remember, Cassie, you were talking about that. And it wasn't really anything all that insane outside of a few things where you have to be, like, first place on certain missable missions that you can't replay. That would be great, but, like, Rocket Power Beach Bandit still doesn't have an RA list. Freedom Fighter still doesn't have one. Now, I would have no problem creating a trophy list. The problem is you have to actually program it yourself, apparently. And I have no idea how to do that shit.
In fact, he's got all his guards checking up on each other. If we're going to get inside and at the blueprints, we can't raise any suspicion.
I'm with you. I'll approach the guard while in disguise and pretend to take the next shift. When the coast is clear, you head inside and swipe the blueprints. With me standing out front, no one will know that something's up.
Okay.
The disguise can be assigned as a power-up.
The Venice disguise. Oh, are we not going to be able to do that trophy until, like, the end of the game?
When hailed by guards, make sure to memorize their passwords and say them back in a timely fashion. Take too long or mess it up.
Halt! Tell me the daytime password.
Sending password now.
Circle, XX.
Alto, alto, base, base.
Okay. Okay, I guess you're the relief ship.
Yeah, there is a trophy for this. But I guess you can't do it until way later.
Carnivale, good times, huh?
Carnivale, good times, pasta, fettuccine, pasta, pizza, You forgot the worst Italian accent I've ever heard.
How long till another patrol comes by?
Not until the last world. Dang, so they did make a full game one. Not a particularly, like, hard one, just full game. Hey, Leon? Alright, we switch to Bentley now.
First copy house I've ever seen.
And I'm not even going to bother with that one until we get to the end of the game. There's no point. We do need coins, so I will take all the coins I can get. It's me, a pizza man. It's me, a Mario man. I'm gonna break up all your stuff in here. I don't know what that accent turned into. That wasn't Italian in the slightest. That wasn't Italian in the slightest.
My father used to crack these all the time. The trick here is finding the safe's combination hidden somewhere in the artwork. Might take some searching, but it's sure to be there. Just keep at it.
Oh, these. Slight memories here. Very specific things you have to look for. Oh, that isn't one. Oh, wait, there it is. 479. Unless it's 4 digits, in which case we're in trouble. Alright, we're good. Defeat your first boss on Sonic Frontier. Other islands to explore. Nice, nice.
Still clear up
You can go through Slide 2 on Vita again since your Vita reset and lost all your progress. At least that one's easy. Like, at least that one's literally just, like, beat the game and buy everything. And a few miscellaneous trophies. PS Vita does a terrible job in keeping save files safe. And I haven't used mine in forever. But I've got the PS TV set up, so...
I'll meet you at the next coffee shop. Once you take the guards post,
Remember
I'll
this?
move in.
I do remember this, actually. Yeah, this is one that I remember. Let's just ditch the disguise for now. We don't need it until we get to the next area. We also still have to kill more guards. We're an hour and a half in and we don't have any trophies yet. That's kind of crazy. There is a miscellaneous trophy we can get, but I just haven't really felt like going for it. Is this it? Yep.
Halt! Tell me the daytime password.
As I expected.
Tell me the daytime password. Circle, circle, X, X.
Base, base.
Otto, best, best.
You're here. Mama's making spaghetti tonight, and
My mama's making us spaghetti tonight, and I'm starving. I'm gonna eat like a 3 and 4 plates full. Guess you really like her cooking. Bro, I don't blame you at all, man. Parents making lasagna or spaghetti is fucking delicious. I can't blame that guard in the slightest.
Any problems?
That is completely how I feel.
Buried in his mom's pasta sauce.
Yeah. That's strange.
Ain't nothing strange about it. Pasta, Italian food is like the greatest food on earth, in my opinion, or close to it. Hey, Razvin. Using yours to play PSP, PS1 games. Oh, gotcha.
Sauce that tasty? I don't want to distract you or anything, but I just don't think I've ever had cooking that good. Are we like missing out on a whole universe of flavors here?
Come to a southern household, Sly. You'll find people that know how to cook things better than you could ever imagine. Down here in the south. Now, yes, you'll gain like 20 pounds. Because it's just like going to be deep fried in butter and gravy and stuff like that, which I actually don't really like gravy, but either way. Come down to the south, Sly. Come on down to the south. And you can have the real good food. 968. Southern cooking is something else entirely. It is amazing. Even if it's absolutely horrible for you, and that's why everyone down here dies so early. Because we die happy eating foods that are horrible for you but taste amazing. Now, you might die early, but you'll die happy because you'll die with a full belly of delicious foods. And this is about Italy's Masquerade thing. DSP revealed all the DMs the other day, claims it was all planned by him to take advantage of Triple P. So he's just basically making up a bunch of bullshit.
There's a good Italian restaurant
So let's see if Sony releases the God of War Classics tomorrow, because tomorrow is the 20th anniversary.
We're on a job here.
I feel like we would have heard something if they were going to. Like, we'd at least see ratings in, like, the Asian store or something if they were going to do that.
Yes, now you're talking sense.
And then we eat.
I am down with that plan of the eating. Of eating the spaghetti and the meatball. And the pasta sauce and the Parmesan cheese. And that's our last one. Let's go meet him. I wonder if he's got a different password.
What's the Carnivale password?
Yep, something different. Square X, square, square, square X, square, square.
Okay.
Yeah, you know the code. But what's my nickname? There's only one Tony B on the payroll, and I'm famous in the family.
I'm a new, just got called in from Roma.
They know me in Rome. I'm practically the mayor of organized crime in Rome. You telling me you never heard my nickname there?
My cell phones are going off. I should take this call. Could be the boss.
Yeah.
That is the most, like, that is such a southern fake Italian accent. That's kind of hilarious, actually. His accent randomly sounds, like, really southern. That's actually kind of funny.
Send me the daytime password.
Sending the password, Sly.
Circle, circle, X, X, circle, circle, X, X.
Alto, base.
Sorry about that.
Okay, you're legit.
Hey, you know Tony B's nickname?
Tony B. That cannoli. He's what's it called? Ego man.
I'm waiting for those remasters. Oh, for sure.
About him. Don't
Maybe he knew they were awful people, so he pretended to play dumb. Sure he did. I'm sure he didn't do anything wrong.
Vacuum room password.
Got it. Here it is.
Triangle, triangle, X, X, triangle, triangle, X, X.
Soprano, bass.
Yep, that's the password. Sometimes I forget them, you know.
You and me are both, pal.
Anyways, the tastiest food aren't good for you.
Yeah, that fathead likes to call himself Tony the Killer Bee. What a idiot.
Tony the Killer Bee.
Nice job getting the nickname. You're really fitting in with these mobsters, Sly. Maybe you should switch teams. Get an apartment.
Started Lego Star Wars 2 on PS5. Nice.
Hey, you! Give me the cafe password.
As I expected. Here you go.
X, 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 triangle.
Bass, soprano.
Sorry about that.
So, Big Shot, what's my nickname?
3 armored cores with no trophies. Oh, they didn't put trophies on them.
Tony the Killer Bee. You're the terror of every playground from here to Sicily.
Ha ha ha, real funny.
But it might get added later on, who knows.
Carnival. Who's got the last laugh now, tough guy? Me, that's who.
It might get added later. That tends to happen now. Instead of apologizing, taking the loss, he wants to act like he knew he was being taken advantage of, and everyone...
Don't take too long. If that guy comes back to chat,
or people
I'm
don't
out of
believe
here.
it. Sonic Frontiers has auto pop all trophies. That's kind of nice. It's a big deal about DSP. I've never followed him much. I just know his name, and I know that he's like...
You're just flying through him.
Done like he's not a good person, from what I can tell. But I don't know much about him. Oops. Ah. Oh crap. This could be bad. Now we're good. We good. We're fine. Get a little more money. Open this up. And what is the password? Is that it over there? 113? And why would they be dumb enough to hide their passwords in their pictures? That's a really weird idea. He lied about a lot of things, Triple P, said he couldn't go anywhere because his wife had cancer. Well, lying about cancer, that ain't okay. See, he ain't no, that's like Boogie 2988 level of bullshit. Being like those Minecraft YouTubers after a couple years. Yeah, it seems like a lot of the Minecraft YouTubers ended up being, like, bad people. Not all of them, but, like, quite a few of them did. But I honestly never really watched a lot of Minecraft YouTubers, honestly. I was never big into the YouTube scene of it, even though I enjoyed playing the game a lot back in the day, and still like to go back to it. Do I have to...
Let's go, Bentley.
What exactly am I doing here? Is it just killing stuff? Seems to be it.
We need to get back to the safe house.
Alright, I drowned somebody. So one more drowning and we should get our first trophy out of this game, actually. Oh, we're trying to get back to the safe house? Oh, I wish you'd been a little more specific about that game. I thought we were just fighting off a gauntlet.
There's just too many of them.
Sorry, Sly, I might have just dropped that on your head. Also, R1 makes you move faster, and I should probably utilize that a bit. And everyone sees us go into this building and doesn't care. Stampy's... yeah, Stampy's one of the few that always stayed good.
The safe house.
Cancer thing led to some of his fans with some of his biggest whales to message him on chat. They won't support a liar who says their wife had cancer. Yeah, it's like how Boogie lied about having cancer himself or not being officially diagnosed with it. It was better when he was younger, had good playlists. Used to watch him a lot as children back in childrenhood, gotcha. Yeah, it's the whole Boogie thing again. God, that whole storyline is insane. And I don't watch Boogie, I just watch all the other channels that just make fun of him. And just, like, take all of his worst moments, all the lolcow worst moments. So him and Wings, occasionally Blade. I think Blade actually, like, is one of the few that kind of fixed himself. Still not a good person or anything, but at least, like, fixed his worst aspects, from what I can tell.
Bentley, looks like you found one of
Boogie pulled the same thing like the SB years ago when he claimed all the lies about him being swatted and claims that he lied to get back at his trolls.
Now to get those mercenary apes involved.
What mission is this?
Cops, go home. We don't need no more stupid thugs in Venezia.
Is that how they call it? Venezia?
I might not be a real cop, but I've got feelings, pal. And you just hurt them.
He's got a machine gun that's his own body size.
Eat missile, punk.
Or missile launcher that's his own size.
And watch the fireworks.
Thank you. I pride myself on deviousness these days. With her ape guard under fire, there's a 93% chance that Carmelita will arrive and take out the entire Vincenetti gang.
Devious.
Sounds good. It's called Venezia? Oh, okay. I don't know any Italian.
Inspector Fox, I'm glad to see you.
Does anyone have any suggestions for, like, the best apps for learning other languages? Because I wouldn't mind trying to learn some Japanese before we go there later this year. Okay, so I think there is a trophy here. Destroy 5 hanging signs in Turf Wars. Is that this mission? Yes, it is. Okay. So we need to destroy 5 signs. Oh, God. Why is it... Oh, my God. That's a weird control scheme.
Quality marksmanship. This guy's about to fall.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, I don't know about that. Alright, so we have to destroy 5 signs here, so I'm just gonna focus on that as well. At least you can replay the job, so there's nothing missable. Yeah, I don't know about that control scheme. Really, Sly 2 had the best control scheme. They call it Florence in Italian, Firenze, Duolingo. Oh, okay. Yeah, I should try to learn at least a little bit of Japanese before we go over there. Aside from being common courtesy, it'd be cool to actually be bilingual. Even though apparently Japanese is a really difficult language to learn, so not starting off in the best of positions. I took French for like my entire life, and I don't remember any of it. I can read it. If you put it in front of me, I can read it. I can't necessarily translate it, but I can at least read it and sound normal.
I'm not going to last long without some additional firepower.
Are there any more signs anywhere around here? Better be some across the river. 'Cause I do not see any of them over here. Tried to learn German on Duolingo. Got harder and made you bored. Yeah, Japanese is like a super hard language to learn, unfortunately. Apparently it's something like their sentence structure is like really, really weird compared to ours. And that's part of the reason why it's difficult. Even though English is one of the hardest languages to learn. Hey, that's our first trophy of the night! Finally got a trophy. God, that took forever. Oh, that's a friendly, isn't it? Yep. I'm sure that this is one of the missions, but it's probably like a half-health one. I don't think this is a time one. I think this is a half-health one. English and Urdu, gotcha. But yeah, like, apparently, like, while it'd be cool to know some Japanese, apparently it's one of the hardest, or harder languages, at least, to learn. Well, it'd be good to learn a little bit before we go. Because whenever we've gone to Aruba, I haven't had to know any other language, because everyone in Aruba, in the touristy areas of it, all speak English. Because it's primarily tourists from English-speaking countries, so... And they trade in the US dollar anyway, so... You don't need to do currency changes, you don't need to learn another language. I mean, Spanish or Papalomino would be good if you wanted to converse with the locals, really, in their own language, but there's not really a need to in the touristy areas, because everyone there speaks English. And in most countries, people actually get taught other languages efficiently. Not here, though. And again, as I've talked about before, maybe learning French instead of Spanish was a dumb idea.
Good work, man.
And that Spanish would actually be a lot more beneficial here.
I'm proud of you.
Oh yeah, English is one of the hardest languages in the world, for sure. That's what I always hear. Only language that has words spelt a specific way and not said that way. Like, through and thou and thou. Through and thou. Yeah, you're not wrong. Or tough and dough, yeah. We definitely, in some ways, have really, like, difficult aspects of our language. I don't know, though. Like, I've always just kind of struggled when it comes to trying to, like, learn another language. I don't know what it is. I've just never... It's never been something that works that easily for me or that well for me. Like, I barely got through French all those years. I don't know, like, again, if you put it in front of me, I can read it in the accent and everything, or make it sound like I know what I'm saying. But I can only translate a handful of words. I'll know a handful of words for sure. I might understand the basics of the sentence, but that's about it.
By then, the black water is sure to be running clear, and he'll be free to
On Sub Boogie in 2019 because of his fence-sitting and shitty behavior on Twitch. He was constantly bitching about his mental health and weight. Oh yeah, he always claims that he's broke, and then he suddenly has money again, he's suddenly a millionaire, and then he wants everyone to buy him a Tesla. Speak both English and Spanish. Spanish, again, probably would have been a lot more useful to me. God, I have like... Wait, I can sell stuff in this game, right? Right? Can I not? Wait, what? Can you not sell things in this game? Now I'm confused. Can you not sell things in this game? I thought you could sell things. Because that's why you loot them from people. Am I just completely misremembering this game? Or something? Alright, let's loot this guy here. A gold watch, yeah. Both your parents have really bad English. Oh, gotcha. Certain letters said a different way. Circle isn't called Kirkle. Yeah, I know that English is not an easy language to learn, but it's like, I don't know, I've just never had any sort of an easy time with other languages coming to me or anything like that. Which kind of sucks, because I would love to be able to speak other languages. Because a lot of countries out there teach everyone pretty fluently how to speak different languages. Oh, it's not, so it does just give you money. Okay. I just saw that 24 there. I didn't see that previously. Okay. So it does just give you the money. You know what? I'll allow it. That's more convenient. A little more convenient. I don't actually mind that. I just wasn't really expecting that. But you know what? That's okay. I don't mind that. Before we go to this, though, only reason you know Urdu is because his parents taught you. Gotcha, gotcha. I know a handful of Japanese words, like only a few. And again, like if you gave me a paragraph in French, I could read it. And I could translate a few of the words, but I wouldn't know what most of it is. Alright, I gotta go pee. I've had way too much water and coffee today. Because I've been drinking like 3 cups of coffee a day recently, so that's kind of how I get through the job. And it runs through you, and makes you have to pee a lot. So I will be right back. Alright, much better. You know, very little German. In your Spanish, there's no word that starts with an S. It usually starts with an E, then an S. I can see that, actually. Some of it was from Duolingo. Some of it was from Wolfenstein 2's German version. I'm honestly surprised I've never learned any Russian. Ugh, I don't know why I'm burping so much. Because it's like, I swear the reason why I've been able to pick up a Russian accent is because I've spent so many years playing video games where the Russians are the enemies, to where I've had to hear Russian and Russian accents, like, consistently. And I swear that has to be a part of it. So when your parents say a word in English that starts with S, they always start with the E, then the S. I guess I could see that. I can kind of see that. It's an Indo-Aryan language. Same letters as Persians. God, we're now talking about language stuff that I am not intelligent enough to understand. Well, even if I am intelligent enough to understand it, I would actually have to dedicate myself to it, and I'm not sure that I am smart enough with that, because, like, again, I've never been good with foreign languages. That's one thing I've just never been able to really get.
No problem.
I mean, I had great teachers when we were in school and all, and like high school and everything, for French and everything. It wasn't the teachers or anything, it was just the fact that, you know, some people just aren't as good with learning foreign languages, and I think I'm one of those people. And it's sad, too, because, again, I'd love to be able to speak another language pretty well.
Here it is.
Triangle, X.
Soprano, bass.
Soprano, bassa. German's hard to learn. Should try to learn Spanish so you can find more jobs. Oh yeah, like, translating and having Spanish language is really, really useful nowadays.
Hey, you! What's the carnival password?
So we do have to give passwords. Square, a X, a square, an X, a square.
Bass, tenor.
Yep.
Sure, if you were living in the UK, you'd have Urdu more beneficial since UK. That's true, yeah. That it's not super helpful here. Here, it's English and Spanish are your two main languages.
You there. What's the midnight password?
French is kind of useless here, sadly, unless you're in Louisiana. And only certain parts of Louisiana.
Alto.
French is a lot better if you're in certain parts of Europe and Africa. It's good for Africa if you were to go there, but
He sings great.
for America and stuff, not so much.
Drat! A double button door! I'll think of something. Just give me time.
There he is. Yeah, here it's Spanish is the second most useful behind English, and then like, I don't know, probably like Chinese or German. We have a lot of immigrants from those countries. Square, a X, a square.
Tenor.
Hey, Drez, just finished Indiana Jones today. Oh, nice. How'd you like it? There's some basic Armenian. Do you want to speak it one day? I know nothing of that. I'm not knowledgeable of that in the slightest. Doing some of the challenges or waiting. I'll probably do them like after each episode is done. Would probably make the most sense. That's true. French would be beneficial in Canada. It's good in Eastern Canada, and it's, of course, good in parts of Africa.
You won't want to miss out.
Yeah, it's good in parts of Africa, it's good in parts of Canada, and it's good in the French areas of the country of Europe. Not the country of Europe, the continent of Europe. Come on, Zach, you're not that stupid.
Over here.
Nice to see you,
How did he get captured? No, wait, we're just letting him in.
Okay.
Really good game, only problem was with collectibles, but there's a quick workaround.
You ready with the bombs?
Well, even so, as long as the gameplay's good, that's what really matters.
The vacuum should start to lose suction.
Look, if those bombs attract any guards, let me do the fighting. You just
Oh, I remember this mission. Or missions like this.
Looks tough. Might take some more bombs.
I think I just put that one on Sly. I might have accidentally planted one on Sly. I'm sorry, Sly.
We've got company.
Just stay on those tar pipes. This
Yeah, I think that this is one of the challenges.
This is getting serious.
I think we're better off just, like, probably just running in circles here. Because they're not that smart as enemies here, so...
Just one pipe left.
This one? I hope. Sorry, Sly, I might have just killed you. Is that good enough?
Nice work, partner.
Got it. Okay, that was actually pretty easy. It is. Okay, so I am actually remembering some of these.
Calculations are correct. He should be about to
The thing about Urdu is it's not a dead language, 230 million speakers. That's good. It's not like Latin or something. Similar to Hindi. Oh, okay, that's good then. It's like how... Like, Spanish, I think, is similar to, like, Portuguese.
Think he'll really let you on stage with him?
It's by far your favorite machine games game. Okay.
He'll be overjoyed.
It's definitely something I'm gonna play once it comes out on PlayStation in another month or two. I am actually going to play that one because I think it's gonna be fun. I mean, I love Indiana Jones, like the original 3 movies, so I would not mind, you know, playing through a good game of it. Alright, is this where Murray's gonna break his pacifism?
Ah, Mr. Tomato Fertilizer. You got a death wish?
Tomato fertilizer.
I
thought you fertilized the tomato with the shit. With the actual shit of animal.
We'll sing it first, and then I'll gut you.
Bring it on, Grandpa. I'll sing you under the table.
Uh-oh. I gotta sing, guys. I apologize for your ears now. I highly apologize for it because I know it's going to be horrible. Oh, God. I have to sing. Square! X, 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 X! Square! X, 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 X! Circle! And then all X's! It's a circle, then it's the X's! Triangle! X, 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 X! 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 That's a shitload of X's right there, right there. Thus two! Squares! X, 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 circle! Square! X, 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 circle! Triangle, and then X's and square! Triangle, X, X, square! Triangle, X, 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 X! Triangle, X, 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 X! Square, X, 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 X! Square, X, 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 X! Do 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 do. Circle, X, 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 X! Circle, and a shitload of X's. Triangle, and a shitload of X's. Triangle, shitload of X's. Square, a shitload of X's. Square, X, 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 X. Triangle, only 4X. Triangle, only 4X. Damn, Bentley! Damn, Bentley, you hit that note! I have a friend who's half Armenian, so it'd be cool if you could have a conversation. Fair enough. Like most of these Eastern European languages, like Albanian. Great time, super excited for the DLC. Very solid, good to hear. Just have fun. That was fun! He has like 8 million. Italian opera is so nice to listen to. Me attempting to sing horribly is always fun to listen to. It's actually funny because in the Thrillville video is done aside from adding the background music, which I'll do tomorrow.
I need immediate pickup. Criminals are headed east.
So with the Thrillville video, there's about a 3-minute long section of it. Or no, it's not 3 minutes, it's like 2 minutes of the entire like 27-minute video. that's literally just me karaoke singing
This is it.
for 2 or 3
Shoot out
minutes.
his engine and we'll have him.
Which means you guys get to listen to my amazing singing voice for as many as 3 whole minutes in that video. I'll probably put a timestamp up just so people know. So they know to, you know, skip it if they can't stand my singing, which most rational humans probably cannot, and I accept that. Oh no, Carmelita, Mamacita, she has a detreta for me.
What a sweet talker.
Oh, you're gonna open fire on us? Well, why don't you kill the criminal instead? Sly's only, like, partially a criminal. He's not that bad of a person. Raccoon creature thing. Anthropomorphic raccoon. Alright, it's easy when he throws those things down because they're super easy to dodge compared to his bombs. I'm sure that there's a half-health version of this challenge, which isn't going to be easy, but rewind it should be easier. No need to, like, spend time practicing or anything like that, because I can just use rewind when we actually get to the level. How is he not? Okay, good. I thought I was about dead. How is Saints Row 3 remastered? It's not bad. Like, I mean, I like Saints Row 3. Some people aren't the biggest fans of it, but it's definitely better than, like, 4, Gat Out of Hell, or Agents of Mayhem. 3's not a bad game, by any means. It's a pretty fun game. It's not particularly hard. You can do everything on the easiest difficulty. There are a handful of missable trophy achievements, so be careful about that. So yeah, there are a handful of missables in it, so definitely be careful on that.
You guys see that boat?
For the most part, it's not that bad, but there's also a handful of, like, missions and, like, vehicle challenges and stuff that are kind of tough, because, like, you have to deliver 30 different vehicles, or 36 different vehicles, and some of them are just really, really annoying to deliver, from what I remember. And then there's also the 2 or 3 DLC packs that, again, aren't too bad, they just have some missable trophies sometimes.
Stop it!
Murray,
You just hit a cripple.
I've never seen
Bro, even Malcolm in the Middle made fun of that shit. Or, no, didn't make fun of it, excuse me. They, they were terrible to the people that would do that kind of thing to a cripple. So, you deserve to die. Sir, it's time for you to die. You don't do that to a cripple. That is not okay.
Murray! Help!
You do not do that to him.
That does it!
That does it! I'll floss my teeth with your spine! Damn, Murray! You went from 0 to 12 in about 3.2 seconds! The Murray returns! Alright, so from what I remember,
that should slow him down.
we have to guide him into the oil. And that slows him down a lot. And that's how we beat him. So once we get him into the oil, he slows down. Okay, so I probably have to be able to dodge his attacks a little bit better. I might fail this first time just trying to relearn the fight, but I remember the basics of the fight. It's just, I don't really remember exactly what you're supposed to do in every step of it. Ow. Okay, so we do that. Get a couple of punches in. Then we let him come back toward us. He doesn't slow down that much, though, and he still hits you for some good damage. So I guess it's like, we really need to get the 3-hit combo in at most. And then he just does that. And he goes into the river.
The valve's empty. I'll crack another.
Got one survive BJ Blazkowicz when he was in the wheelchair in Wolf 2's beginning. True. And I looked away for a second to watch that, and now...
I'm ready. Lure him in.
Why does that not set that off? Is him not walking over it, not doing anything? So it's basically I gotta get 2 hits at a time and then jump away and then not let him hit me with the main attack. Got it. If I fail here, like I said, it was me relearning the fight. So yeah, I may fail here. Okay, that's fine. I didn't know what I was doing the first time. That's okay. That's totally fine. I didn't know what I was doing. Now I do. Come on through the door. Oh! I can't dodge that? I know you have to beat him either in a time limit or with half health. God, how do you dodge his attacks, though? Alright, that's about a quarter of his health gone.
It's dry. I'll unlock the next one.
We don't have to run around the entire map for this one?
Draw him in. I'll let loose with the tar.
Alright, come at me, bro. Yeah, he still hits you even if you're, like, repeatedly hitting him. For the challenge, I might need to double-check the strategy for this one, because I feel like he's hitting me a little more easily than I thought he would.
This tar valve's dry. I'll open another. Hang tight.
Okay. YouTube's not receiving enough video. It looks fine on here.
The tar's ready to flow.
Whoa, okay. I'm up in the air. So yeah, there's got to be a certain pattern that I really need to follow during this that I haven't fully figured out. Okay, that's the first part done. First well done. Remember liking Saints Row 3 back when it released, but it was too far back. It was really fun when it released, and it's honestly still fairly fun. It's sort of like GTA in some ways, but you can, you know, mess around a lot more in it with the whole fact that you get, like, invincibility and stuff as parts of the game. USP did an interview with Review Tech and was not surprised that it didn't go very well. I wouldn't expect it to. I was hoping that we might get some health out of something. Well, I mean, we're not going to get a checkpoint here or anything, but that's okay, because...
You may have more tar, but I am not holding back no longer. Listen to the song.
I believe Phil joining King's Casino was a master plan. Called him out for trying to lie about the wife having cancer. Like, lying is the worst thing to me, personally. One thing I really can't stand. Quit it, stupid kid. Oh, God. So he's so bad at singing that he actually has a red room of his own. But it's just a red ring of death. Or he does the Xbox red ring of death. From what I remember, he is one of the harder boss fights in this game, at least. Yeah, from what I remember, he is one of the harder boss fights in the game overall. Like, he's not as difficult as, like, General Sal, who from what I remember, is definitely the hardest boss fight in this game. And the final boss fight has some troublesome parts to it, potentially, but I don't think it'll be that bad with Rewind.
It's dry. I'll unlock the
Yeah, from what I remember, this guy's one of the harder bosses in this particular game. If I remember correctly. I could be entirely wrong on that. He's actually one of the easiest, and this is just a very bad sign of things to come. Mostly my own impatience more than anything else. It's not as much that he's difficult to hit. It's just impatience and not being willing to learn his attack patterns. Alright, there's probably... How did that hit me? There's probably one more well. Alright, let him come into the tar again.
I'll open another. Hang tight.
Yeah, do your singing. And you can still hit him without the tar, so... Does the tar, like... I know it slows him down. Does it do anything else, like increase the damage you do to him or something? If so... If not, then it's not really... I don't know.
Tar's ready to flow.
God, he hit me even though I was hitting him. Dodged his thing that time, though. That's better. That's a lot better. Seriously? God, he drained like all my health in one hit. Oh, this fight's gonna be pretty annoying then in challenge mode. Because I know that there is a challenge for this one. And I'm clearly doing something wrong. He's sinking outside of the thing. He literally needs one more hit.
I'm moving to another valve.
2 more hits, I guess. Oh, come on. I jumped. I jumped.
All set with the tar.
Oh, come
All set
on.
with the tar.
So, can you only hit him when he's in the tar? If so, that's kind of dumb. But okay, whatever. That's fine. Guess you can only hit him when he's in the tar. That's fine. Next episode can be annoying. Wonderful. This episode was not the easiest in the world. Again, Sly 3 is probably the hardest one.
Run for it. We got cops close.
Found the ray gun and Vanguard zombies. Oh, nice. Starting you're boosting a rogue company to clean that up. Solid. Alright. That's it for episode 1. Except for the challenges, which we're going to go do now. I want to do some challenges. Let's knock them out. I'm about to sneeze.
We went back and scraped Bentley off the pavement.
Yeah, I'm about to sneeze. I'm going to turn this off.
It was touch and go for a while there, but we managed to sneak out right under Carmelita's nose. Octavio wasn't so lucky. The guy got 30 years behind bars for what he did to Venice. I guess Italians don't like it when you sing.
That's better. I had to
parts.
sneeze.
Ironically, he found success as a singer while in jail. After all, most of his old fan base was already in the clink. But
Hey, at least maybe he'll get a little extra ramen noodle soup for that. Get a couple more ramen noodles and tuna fish and maybe a honey bun.
Had returned.
And the Murray has returned. All right. Jobs and challenges. All right, so there's 7 challenges. Don't take... Okay, so this is a half damage challenge. So, the challenges are what makes this game difficult. Yeah, the challenges are what makes this game difficult. They limit you to either a time limit or half health for various things that were in the main storyline of the game. So in this case, it's a half health challenge. And then there's a few other occasional different challenges, but the bulk of them are either time-based or damage limited.
Scratch one blue bite.
Yeah, there's an RA in this game for getting through this in the first lap, killing everyone in the first lap, which seems pretty brutal. So yeah, it's just basically either just you have half health or you have a time limit to do certain jobs, is basically what this entire challenge mode is. And there's also still a trophy we have to go get in this area that I can get for dropping 3 guards into the water. Which, for some reason, I thought there was a job that did that. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, that wasn't that bad. Complete! Destroy all the tar reservoirs quickly. Yep, now we got a time one. Outside Rogue Company gonna be working on Yakuza 4 and AC Shadows.
to keep your bounces high. I'm projecting some markers to help you find the tar drums.
Cool. Thanks, Bentley. I appreciate it. Can you extend the time for me just a little bit? Because we can't move that much faster. Alright, land on this one.
This is great, Murray.
Oh, it refills your time each time? Oh, okay, then that's not that bad then.
With them out of the picture, you're
That's not too
much
bad.
closer to seeing the black water run clear. I promise.
Alright, that'll be good. So hopefully we can, like I said, hopefully we finish off everything in episode 1 tonight is the main goal. Because there's only 6 episodes in this game, and I think the 6th episode is more like the final part of the first Sly game, where it's not necessarily a series of mini-games or anything, but it's like kind of a shorter world. It's still got challenges and stuff in it, but I don't think it's quite as brutally like hard or anything outside of some of the Master Thief challenges, so it's like 5.5 worlds pretty much of this. This game is definitely longer than Sly 1, but I don't think it's any longer than Sly 2.
Environmentalists will send a thank you card.
Wouldn't the environmentalists be mad that we're probably throwing a bunch of oil into the water by doing this? Aren't we contaminating the watershed? I'm pretty sure we are. Like, I think this might be damaging the watershed.
Watch out below!
That was easy. No problem whatsoever. Alright, that's 2 challenges down. 5 more. Tower scramble. Get to the top of the tower quickly. Let's go. For this one, I want to start out over here. Game. Why is he not swinging up to this? Thank you, Sly. I'm sure that there's, like, skips and stuff you can do in this. I'm sure that there's good skips you can do here. Like, probably some pretty insane ones. It's probably like with Sly 1 with the sprints there. Oh, we're cutting this one close. Come on, there was no way I could have done that much better, right? Let's try it again. Let's try to go faster. I probably just didn't grab onto the thing fast enough, which is entirely possible. Game. Why do you not want to work correctly? There we go. That's what I was trying to do last time, and it wouldn't work the first time. Alright, so this time we climb up. Yeah, I'm sure there's, like, speedrun strategies for this that you could do them a lot faster. But I'm not knowledgeable on any of those, so... Game. Okay, climb this.
A solid blow from your cage.
Got it. That was a little close. You don't have a lot of extra time on that one. Some of these are hard, I'm not gonna lie. Some of these are pretty challenging. 20 coins while keeping up with Octave. Oh, so this is a unique one.
Barrier engage.
So this one's actually unique.
Shotgun.
But where do I get coins if they don't just drop from enemies? So I just have to... Okay, that doesn't work either. Well, what am I supposed to do then? Like...
Let go of me, you geriatric fiend!
How was I supposed to get coins from that if he falls off the side? And also, you know, stay within range of the dude. But I can break stuff like that too. Right, that's right. I can break other stuff. I might have just done a stupid.
I swear I'll get you for this.
I can break other stuff, so... I think that's what I gotta do, is just break other stuff that isn't traditionally the kind of thing you expect to break. I think that's all I gotta do here. If I fail it this time, now I know.
Sly, hurry it up!
Pipe it down, lunch meat.
Pipe it down, lunch meat. If you eat turtles as lunch meat, that is a very weird choice of meal. And then I think I can just, like, yeah. Okay, this actually isn't that bad. Game. Not my fault. If he had collected the coin like I told him to, and then not done that. Why is he not jumping to that? Why is he not making that jump suddenly? Okay, that's not my fault. Sly isn't doing what I tell him to. Well, what am I supposed to do when he doesn't grab coins that he's supposed to? He's supposed to grab all of these, and he won't grab them. Game! Game! What am I supposed to do? The controls just completely died. Game! Why will he not make that jump? Thank you! Good lord, that was broken. That was broken. I wasn't doing anything wrong, the game just wouldn't let me do my jump. The vacuum pumps. Yep, I remember this one. Definitely remember this one. This one's all about just, like, do it as quickly as you can.
Looks tough. Might take some more bombs.
Just plant, like, 20 bombs on each thing is probably the best bet. How is nothing blown up yet? Excuse me, game? You want to explain how none of these things have blown up from that?
Just stay on those tar pipes. This could get hairy.
I don't know, maybe this is actually the strategy. Okay, they're not blowing up. I have no idea why that's not working.
Might take some more bombs.
The game's just like, nope.
We've got company.
Even when I hit the targets directly, it doesn't always work. There we go, that's a good hit. And it's not even enough.
This is getting serious. Better hurry it up with those pipes.
Nope, not that. Come on, hit the actual thing, please. Thank you. Alright, we're good. We're good this time. I honestly don't know which ones are destroyed or not, because the game does not make it clear to you. Okay, we got it. Alright, that wasn't too bad. 2 more challenges. We're almost done. Octavio under time pressure. Okay, I think I can do that, because that means we can take damage. Being able to take damage is... usually the time challenges... Well, I guess it kind of depends on what it is. I was assuming this was going to be a damage challenge. So being able to take damage is kind of nice here. He's already almost half dead. So we're doing good here. If the gun would stop overheating so quickly. Why does his gun overheat so quickly? Like, what gun are they using from here in the real world? Because there are real world settings in this franchise. So, like, what real world piece of crap gun are they using that overheats that easily? It's not an MG42, because he'd already be dead if it was an MG42. That one does overheat quickly, but that's also an MG42.
Nobody outsings Octavio. Not nobody.
Pour it on, Bentley.
I mean, there's nothing I can do when the gun overheats that quickly, but we're good. That one wasn't too bad at all. One more challenge here in episode 1. It's an Octavio time sprint. It's not a damage run, actually. That's actually probably better.
That should slow him down.
I'd rather it be a damage run than a time sprint, because damage against him is easier than on a time sprint. Or, no, wait. Time is easier than a damage run, excuse me. I'm dumb. I cannot speak. I'm also slightly intoxicated because it's Friday night. And that's how I enjoy my Friday nights
Moving to
here.
the next tar valve.
Yeah, we're doing good. I thought there was a Carmelita one here, though. I could have sworn there was a Carmelita one here. I guess there isn't. Oh, well, he fell into the canal. But he doesn't get punished for that, does he? And I don't think you can regenerate health during this. I don't think the game gives you that option.
I'll open another. Hang tight.
Alright, we're doing fine. We're good on time.
The tar's ready to flow.
He'll go to the next one soon enough. There we go. Off to the next one.
Murray, these pumps are out of tar. I saw some more valves over by the cop station.
Let's go.
Take me to a fresh supply.
I will do that.
I'll crush you boys like a bugs.
We're both at half health. That's fine. We have more than half the time left, so this should be fine. Should be fine. Alright, so we'll have episode 100% done, aside from that one miscellaneous trophy I'm going to go back and do real quick. Not the one that we can't do yet, because there is one we can't do yet.
But I'm not holding back no longer.
I'm not the holding back no longer. Listen to the song of your death.
But the triumphant horn section of his own triumph.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Is that your triumphant horn, sir? Alright, he's down to over half of his health is gone.
This one's out. I'm moving to another valve.
I'm not sure you do that much more damage to him when he's in the tar.
All set with the tar.
Now he's gonna sing. It's all about, like, actually managing to do... Well, when he does that, I'm in trouble because he won't go into the tar, so... I guess I am just better off trying to hit him only in the tar. Because sometimes, like, he's able to do his bounce, but sometimes he doesn't. Like, his bounce seems to do more when he's actually in the tar, for some reason. I don't get that, but it is what it is.
The valve's empty.
Alright,
Crack another.
come on into the tar. Oh god, he just one-shotted me there. I have more health than that, right? Maybe I take less damage while in the tar or something. I could actually see that'd be an interesting mechanic if that's what it actually was.
Draw him in. I'll let loose with the tar.
Oh, I almost screwed up. Oh, I screwed up there. That was my fault. Okay, he hit me when I wasn't even... He's one-shotting me, which is really screwed up. Like, why is he able to one-shot me like that? Yeah, why is he able to That should not have one-shotted me. There we go. That one should not have one-shotted me because, like, I had a lot of health. Is that everything here? How are we only at 94%? What are we missing? All 7 challenges are done? Oh, wait, I remember. I remember what it is. I actually do remember what it is. I completely forgot. I know what it is. What happens is you get treasure hunter missions, I think they're called. Is that right? Treasure hunter missions? And that's what they're called? Wait, can you not go back and just openly free roam? Okay, there we go. I was about to say. Yeah, it's like there's like a treasure hunting type of mission that you can't do until later. We don't have all the stuff available for that yet, so that's why we aren't done yet. Alright, let's go ahead and knock out the other miscellaneous trophy here real quick. Before we head off to episode 2. Yeah, I forgot about that. It's like there's one challenge in each area that you can't do until you actually have gotten pretty far in the game. Or just part of the 100%. It's like a treasure hunting mission. I completely forgot about that at first, actually. Oh! Cooper Special. Oh. I didn't realize I got that trophy. Okay. Cool. Alright, I want him to detect me on purpose because I want him to follow me. Come on, follow me down the alleyway here. And we're done with that trophy. Awesome. Okay, very, very good. We're obviously a little bit short on cash, so we're going to have to loot things over time. It's going to be easier once we have, like, better looting techniques, because I think we still have I think we still have the basics, so we can't really do it truly silently. We can loot some cash from people, but not the full amount. Because we can't get all... Well, we can loot the full amount, but just, like, it's not as easy as it will be later. Alright, what you got for me? A silver ring for $50. Alright. Not enough to buy any of these other items, though. Maybe one of them. Yeah. Push attack, we can buy that. We gotta buy everything anyway. Do that so we can go back into episode 2 here. Go back to the main menu, then we can go to episode 2. So yeah, like, there's legitimately something you can't complete in these episodes until you get to, like, episode 5. I forgot about that. Fail to pass a guard with every disguise. We can't do that yet. So as the Guru, attack 3 guards with the same possessed guard. And jump on Carmelita's tail in that particular job. And then defeat 5 guards with Be the Ball power in this episode. Okay. Nothing insane there. Except for Carmelita's one, because I'm pretty sure that's when she turns into a giant. And it's like a really, really weird mission that serves no good purpose. Okay, episode 2. Let's go. Rumble Down Under. I think this is like one of the most hated episodes in all of Sly Cooper. So that's unfortunate.
At first, it seemed just like old times. The gang was back in action.
But little by little, we learned that Murray's heart just wasn't in it. Without the Guru's permission to give up on his Dreamtime training, he'd never really feel comfortable returning to the gang. We knew we needed to help him out. So, we packed up our things, whipped up some quick disguises, and headed for the Australian outback.
Perfect time to start this, but hope you don't deal with the constant crashes. Sly 1 didn't really crash on me. Neither did Sly 2. Sly 2 crashed on me like once. So far, this one's been good. Knock on my wooden table here.
He used the Dreamtime to blend perfectly into his surroundings, and even gain mental control over the weak-minded.
So basically, he's a Jedi in Australia.
I just had to meet. Our gang needed to grow its ranks for a chance to get inside the Cooper Vault. And this guru, this outback mystic, was looking like the
Given that everything in Australia does kill you, I'm pretty sure.
However, when we finally arrived in the outback, it was a shock to find that things had changed.
Does Australia actually have a lot of oil?
And the guru,
my Australian viewers out there, they actually have a lot of oil? Or is this just made up? So from what I remember, this is like one of the most hated Sly Cooper chapters ever made. So that's entertaining to think about. Let's see how bad it actually is. Ewan Dumu. It's actually a real place. It's in the Northern Territories of Australia. Interesting. I didn't realize it was actually a thing. Skip. I didn't know it was actually a thing. I thought it was just made up. It's got 700 people in it. Do I have Australian viewers? I have a few. Not many, but I have a few.
Watch your step. They're sure to get robbed.
Not compared to like UK or the US or Canada or anything like that. Well, we do need some money, so any money I can get is going to be for the better moving forward. But yeah, from what I've heard, like, this is one of the most hated Sly Cooper missions or just worlds ever. So that's good to know that people don't like this world. So if I don't end up liking it, I'll be in the majority.
No problem, pal. I'm looking forward to meeting him. Anybody you call master must be a heck of a guy.
Oh, he's awesome. He'll get inside your head and freak you out 6 ways from Sunday.
I wouldn't say that's a good thing, Murray. Maybe you think it is? I don't know. And what's this gonna do? Oh, is that actually his location?
Got any other ideas where he might be?
I know a few of the trophy YouTubers are in Australia. I think Bushido is. I think maybe Mayor Hairbear is. Maybe a couple others.
The smell?
It's a long story. I had to apologize up and down for like a month before he'd speak to me again.
What did you do?
The unspeakable, Sly. The unspeakable.
Well, thanks for speaking of it. I'm headed for the hut.
Was the unspeakable telling him to take a bath or something? That's kind of what you make it sound like. Unless I misread the conversation, which is entirely possible. Let him move. Their weapons are interesting. They're using what looks like a a giant-ass musket. Which probably makes sense for Australia. But it's kind of funny to see here.
Wall hooks. The miners must use them to haul up their drills. Looks like you're going to get some rock climbing practice.
Well, they're not going to follow me, so it's fine.
Rock climbing practice.
Ah,
Rock climbing
God
practice.
dang it. Alright, so can we just jump up to that? Yeah, we can. Okay. Yeah, there's a handful. I don't think any of the big trophy YouTubers follow me or anything like that. But there are other trophy YouTubers that are at least there, so not alone here. For some reason, Bushido or Mayor Hairbear, any of y'all see this video, let me know if Australia is anything like this. I would say it's an extremely safe country, but you also have, like, the world's deadliest spiders, the world's deadliest snakes, the world's deadliest jellyfish. You have all the most dangerous wildlife in the world.
Should get Bentley on the line.
It's tough to say, but given the
So I don't know how safe it actually is, given you literally have all the most dangerous bits of wildlife on the entire planet. I'm pretty sure you have sharks, but I could be wrong on that one.
Way up using that cliff below. Shouldn't be a problem.
Just keep an eye out for that gyrocopter. I'm positive it's what gave away the Guru's position.
Good tip. Thanks, pal.
I was like... I can deal with spiders just fine, but the ones they have in Australia are kind of another story entirely, if you've ever seen them. They're gigantic. Like, they're bigger than your hand. And then there's the snakes. There's lots of poisonous snakes over there, so that's wonderful. I'm pretty sure the kangaroos will punch you. And there's probably sharks. I know you got box jellyfish. There's probably some kind of gators or something. Or crocodiles. I don't know.
Wave rock, the cultural insensitivity is sickening.
Again, if I have any Australian viewers, please let me know if I'm correct on any of this, that you have, like, the deadliest animals on the planet.
You must be the Guru. I'm a good friend of Murray's. He's come asking to be released from his training. Sure, I'll just bust you out.
One thing that was really funny, though, was, like, one time when we got back from Aruba,
You seriously?
and, like, the one day that I was at home before driving back to South Carolina, after taking care of all the iguanas there, and, like, hand-feeding the iguanas and the reptiles in Aruba, the one day I was home, a snake knew to show up on our front doorstep. Scared my mom half to death. But big old Snakey just appeared on the doorstep. It was just like, hey, I hear you like reptiles. Well, I'm up here to maybe get some food or something. And we just moved him with a shovel. Not gonna kill an innocent little black snake. They're good for you because they kill all the bad snakes. They eat the bad snakes. But they're not particularly dangerous to humans. But he just showed up there like, hey, I'm here. You got something for me to eat? I heard you like reptiles.
Sly must have impressed him in their conversation, because now
He helped you out with some trophies. Let's not forget they probably still have the Oh yeah, the stingrays. They have stingrays? I know someone that stepped on a stingray once, and apparently it was hell. Like, it was actual hell on Earth when it happened, apparently.
that the miners had foolishly unearthed the mask of Dark Earth. I guess it was his job to guard the thing, and now that it's out...
Yeah, she stepped on one, like, at the beach we go to, so...
But we've encountered some unexplainable phenomena over the years, so I'm not gonna rule it out as a threat to our operation.
Alright, so is it all Sly? Sly and Murray. Do we have anything we can purchase? But it's like people always talk like Steve Irwin probably is in heaven just like talking to that stingray, or got the chance to talk to that exact stingray and told it was all okay. It was just doing what God intended for it to do and defend itself and stuff like that. Okay, so let him walk away with his musket. This guy's got a treasure, so let me see if I can... Like, what's the point of just dropping bombs on us? Silver medal, 64 coins, okay. So yeah, we're gonna need a lot of treasures to be able to afford everything in this game. Like, Steve Irwin's got, like, the kind of job I feel like I'd be perfectly suited for. Like, anything to do with just, like, animals, taking care of animals. As I get along shockingly well with animals that you're not supposed to get along well with. I have no issue with spiders, I have no issue with snakes. Iguanas are actually pretty cool. Not gonna lie, they're actually pretty neat to watch and to hand feed. They're very gentle. They're shockingly gentle creatures. I think I've mentioned that before, but like, they're shockingly very gentle creatures. And how do I get up there? Do I have to ride that panel over? It's not even a panel, it's like a steel girder or something. Get rid of him, so hopefully we can get into position for this, maybe? Like, back in my home, like, usually we have to kill the snakes, because my grandmother is terrified of them, and it's on their property, technically, so we're responsible for dealing with any snake infestation. Which, again, like, even if it's the snakes that aren't actually dangerous, because the black king snakes are not actually dangerous. They're just there to eat the bad snakes. How the heck do I get up there? Am I just missing something? So yeah, there we do have to get rid of the snakes that she doesn't like, which is all of them. Even if they're not actually harmful. Again, I don't mind snakes or spiders. They don't really bother me. Whenever I get a spider in my house, I just tell it to leave, and 2 to 3 days later it leaves. As dumb as it sounds, I actually try to talk to it and tell it to leave. And 9 out of 10 times it's gone within 2 days. Which is really, really weird. I just don't, hey, you're not... I don't care if you're here, but people that I might have around here don't like you. So please leave. And it leaves. Pretty much almost always just leaves after I tell it to. It's the weirdest thing. As I said, I have a very strange connection with animals that a lot of people apparently don't have. Okay, I have no idea why this took me so long to figure out. But let's go.
After capturing the guru, the Dingoes confiscated his magic walking staff and moonstone.
So our goal is to free the guru, and then there's a random-ass mission where Carmelita turns into a giant at the end.
I bet they stashed the goods in one of the caves around here. It's a secure location with plenty of guys on duty to provide protection.
I agree. The most likely candidate is this mine shaft. It appears to have the highest number of workers coming in and out.
Good place to start. I'm on it.
What's the chances that this is actually the target? What are the odds that this is actually where we need to go?
Those caves are gonna be dark. Your optimizer goggles will make navigation easier.
Optimizer goggles? No, we're not using 3D. I already told you we're not using 3D. You're not gonna force me to use it. It'll probably just make me sick or something.
Here, the Guru's items will be stashed at the far end of this cave.
Ooh, yep, I remember these areas. Sort of. We got some complicated world design going here. Alright, sneak up behind him, get all his coins, and then jam our finger in his butthole. As Steve Irwin said in a South Park episode. Okay, I wasn't supposed to be able to do that. That's not supposed to happen. Game. Game. There we go. I don't know why his, like, jumping is, like, off in this game. It's like it doesn't always work the way it's supposed to, this game. Or it's just less consistent. Because it seems like it's happened multiple times. Well, that one was on me for jumping at the wrong time, but, like, still.
But these caves are rich with opals. I can see why these miners...
Alright, let's just ride this all the way up. That's easier. Just ride it all the way around. No need to kill him. He doesn't have a treasure in his pocket. I can see it from up here. Then we have a laser grid. Ouch. Oh, I don't like these safe mini games. What am I supposed to do? Is that good enough? Okay, so that is what I have to do. Okay, I get it now. That's not that bad. I get it now.
Back to your rightful owner. These miners are smarter than they
I
look.
get it.
They booby
That's
trap
not
the
that big a deal.
moonstone. Looks like a light-sensitive detonator. If I can get it outside and into the sunlight, it should power down.
Excuse me? So we have to get it out of here quickly. Okay. Well, I'm sure that this is a challenge thing that we're going to have to do later. Kangaroos! Those are the things that kill people. Well, they're not supposed to kill people, but I guess they occasionally do it if they get threatened. In which case, I understand. You have a right to protect yourself when threatened with certain death. And we're out. Dead Space remake for under $20. That's not too bad.
The Guru's walking staff must be hidden in their other cave complex. I've marked the entrance in your binoculars.
That was only half the mission. That was literally only half the mission. God, this game is actually longer than I thought it was. Because I thought it was literally just like finish jobs and finish the thief challenges and stuff, but like this game's being a bit finicky with how much you have to do with it. A lot more you have to do with it than I initially expected. Got him. So there's one up there. That's where we gotta go. What is our best path up there? Probably through here. And we're in. Wish COD Vanguard had double XP boosters. Yeah, that would be nice, especially for zombie stuff, like double kill count or something.
These caves have no ambient light whatsoever. Fortunately, it seems the Guru's Moonstone is providing enough illumination to let you see.
You don't need that much light to see here. If he has guards here, then they have to be able to see to some level, right? 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 If he's got guards here, they gotta be able to see. Not my fault. There we go. That looks like something up there. Oh, that's what I have to get. I wish hacking a safe was that easy in real life. More people would probably do it
I
then.
wonder what's so special about this staff. Another booby trap.
Yes, say it out loud.
These guys are
Why not?
paranoid. And from the sound of it, they've called in reinforcements. Nothing like a horde of angry dingoes to make things a bit.
Let's run. Let's run. Yeah, I'm almost positive that this is one of the challenges. And it's probably like finish this in a certain amount of time type of challenge. Oh, that is a shitload of enemies. Holy crap. That is a lot of enemies. Holy cow. I was not expecting that. I didn't think there were that many enemies here. Oh, come on. He didn't actually hit me. There we go. Yeah, just dodge. Dodge is better there, but I think that there's a challenge related to that later. Job complete. Let's go. Cracking all my knuckles at once. Alright, well there is a Murray mission coming up now. So we can let Sly go back to the safe house for a little bit of R&R. Because if we try to send him into the next mission, he will probably die. And that will not be good for him. I don't really care if he dies or not, but I care about my trophies, and my trophies rely on him being alive. So, it is highly unfortunate, but it means I must keep Mr. Sly here alive. Get back to the safe house, Sly. Wait, I can't bounce in there from that, really? Interesting. Is there anything I can purchase now? 283, there's really nothing. Okay, so you need a lot more money in this game than in the previous one. Good to know. I think you can make a lot from what I remember from the pirate missions in, like, Chapter 4. I think is, like, by far the best way to farm money. If I remember this game correctly. So we're not going to stress too much about money until we get there. Because I think that's where you're supposed to farm most of the money at. Spelunking. We're going to go spelunkying. Spelunkying on the monkeying.
I know you're a little nervous to see your teeth.
So what again are the trophies for this job? As the Guru, 3 guards with the same possessed guard. Can't do this one yet. And then use the Be the Ball power-up. Okay, it's probably this one that we can do.
You and I pay him a visit individually.
If it wasn't
Yeah, we
for
can
the
probably do the
guru,
Be
I
the
wouldn't
Ball.
be the worry you
When's
see
next
before me
stream?
today.
Either tomorrow or Sunday,
Sure,
most
I'll be
likely.
pleased with my progress as a mystic.
What are you talking about? You used the aboriginal ball form to great effect back in
Yeah, either
Venice.
tomorrow
You'll
or
be
Sunday will be the
proud of
next stream.
Maybe, but I lost my temper and
I really want Lizard Guy to stream soon, and he might stream on Saturday instead.
Sure, the Guru is happy to see friends sticking up for each other. Head into this cave. It'll
So
take
either
you
tomorrow
right up to
or
it.
Sunday. And hopefully Lizard Guy is going to start streaming pretty regularly in the near future. I really hope he does. Because I think it's going to be good. He has certain aspects of commentary that are better than mine.
Try throwing rocks to destroy those stalagmites. Of course, throwing guards will work too.
Yeah, throwing guards will work, but wasn't the right place for it. How long is Sly 3 Flat? Probably about 20 hours, if I had to guess. Between the challenges and stuff, it's probably a solid 20 hours, maybe 25 hours at most. Because you have to beat all the levels, finish all the challenges, then a couple of miscellaneous trophies per world, so... Okay, he's looking right at me and ready to shoot, so that's not good. What was I supposed to do about that? He's literally sitting right there ready to shoot. Okay, what do you expect me to do about that? Just do that instead? Alright then, that's fine. At least they give us rocks here. You remember the boss here? Yeah, isn't this one when Carmelita turns into a giant randomly and it, like, makes no sense whatsoever? But it's a thing that happens.
What's the good of having fists if you can't smack steel doors?
We're not getting there tonight, obviously. We're not doing too much more tonight.
We'll have to overload the pressure.
It's been a long week for me, so I'm good to...
I could do that.
I love his hard. So probably after we finish this mission, that'll be it for tonight. But I mean, progress has been okay so far. 7% of trophies, 15% game completion so far. Not terrible. This is not a short game by any means, especially compared to the previous entry. Oh God, I remember this. Come on. There we go.
Piston sucker.
Piston sucker. I feel like that could be taken in a sexual way if you really wanted it to be. And there's nothing else there. We're good. So yeah, probably finish off this mission, then I'll probably just call it the night. But most likely we'll be back on here tomorrow. If not tomorrow, we'll be back on Sunday.
This one, you'll need to overload all 3 pistons at the same time.
And then, of course, we have The Thrillville video is nearly done. All that's left on it is adding the music in. So once the music's added in, it's good to go. So it'll be out in the next, at least in the next 7 days at worst. And then we can start working on the LEGO Star Wars 2 video, because I'm going to do that one next. Even if it's out of order. I want to do it next because the streams did so absurdly well by my standards. Is that correct or not? There we go. Okay, they're not adding up correctly. Okay, so this is some bullshit. Try to hit in the middle of everything. Maybe I have to knock one of them further down than the others. I'm trying here, but it's like it's not working. Come on, game. What do you want me to do? I was right in the middle of all of them. What do you want me to do, then? Come on. What do you want me to do? Literally right in the middle of all of them. What do I need to do here? There's nothing else I can do. I'm hitting them as fast as I can. I'm hitting them the second they come back up. Aside for the Thrillville video, so I'm doing LEGO Star Wars 2 on the PS4 soon. Yeah, I'll start working on that game at some point in the near future. But not for a video, like, it might get a cameo or two in the LEGO Star Wars 2 video. But yeah, I am very excited for the Thrillville video. I'm very happy with how it came out. Okay, game. How the hell am I supposed to do this? The game's broken. I can't do it because the timing's off for some reason. Okay, so the timing is completely busted here for some reason.
I did it!
And now it works for some reason. I have no idea why it worked there and wouldn't work previously. This is why I want to go play Power Wash Simulator. It's so much less painful than this. It's so much more relaxing. But yeah, I get that done, and then LEGO Star Wars 2, and then we're off to Astro's Playroom is next after that, which is a fairly short one. Astrobots after that. Black Ops 6 is after that. Dead Rising 2 Off the Record is after that. I'm definitely excited for that one because the previous Dead Rising video did really, really well.
This whole area runs off the same circuit.
So excited for that. And there's a handful of others like the Clock Tower Speed Run, the 100 Platinums in 3 hours Speed Run. the Bluey attempted speed run because I tried that just to see what would happen. And it was fun, don't get me wrong, it was actually a fun time. Just trying to speed run something. And then failing, but since it was something I expected might not go well, I only made myself take the Bean Boozled challenge if I failed versus having to Platinum Stroke the Dick Dick. That's the punishment for if I fail certain future challenges that I have in mind. Yeah, that's more if I, like, fail any major challenges in the near future. Come on! Really? Oh, come on! An uppercut is clearly not doing much. Oh, I'm supposed to be able to grab it? Well, I can't do that, so you're lying, game. You are a liar, game developers. Let me go back a bit so I actually have a chance at winning the fight because you're lying to me. You are absolutely lying to me. Oh, now it lets me grab him. Yeah, good job not letting it work until now. There we go. Yeah, if it was gonna work the first time, it would've. There we go. There we go. That was obnoxious as all hell.
Mine can't do that.
Intriguing. Press on to the Guru. He'll have some answers. The door
The Guru will have your answers. I really don't care about that right now. This has been a very long mission.
Open up! I have returned, my master. The black water now runs clear. I'd like to... I am asking... Oh, man. Yeah! I want to join back up with my friends, and, we're hoping
Interesting.
you come along, too? You'd love it in the gang. We have all kinds of fun.
They have arcade games.
Miners, gyrocopters, and a mask of Dark Earth? Yeah, that's a lot to deal with. But we'll help you, I promise. Thanks, Guru. I'm happy to see you, too.
Ooh, is this the escape? No, it is not. That's next time, man. 15%. You got a big truck. And I've got a thing, and the thing. You've got a big truck. You've got a fast car. And I'm in the car. Alright, guys, that's where I'm going to call it the night. I'm getting tired. But not bad progress for night one. Long way to go on this game, though. This is a fairly long Sly Cooper game. And we're 14% of the way through, so at the rate we're going, probably 6 to 7 streams. Probably 7 streams to be done with this game. Which is about where Sly 2 ended up being, so that's okay. So yeah, probably 7 streams to get through this game. We're going to get all of our money in that Chapter 5 when we're in the pirate ships. So yeah, next stream will either be Sly 3 or something else that I decide to play, and it will be either tomorrow or Sunday, most likely. Otherwise, I gotta work on the Thrill video, almost done with it. And yeah, I will see you guys back here in the next few days.